Cortez beat.
Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mud Brothers Show, the Monday Night Madness, where we talk about everything related to Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea. We will be discussing this weekend's fixtures, where surprisingly for this week, I'm the only winner. Me and myself and Spooby are the only 3-point collectors. Everybody else has not been able to collect 3 points. Obviously, United played Chelsea, and we did get the win. Winning 2-1, which we will obviously discuss. Arsenal played Manchester City with Martinelli scoring a last-minute equalizer, stoppage time equalizer. That finished a draw. Brighton played against Tottenham Hotspur, and Spurs did make a late comeback. That game ended up finishing 2-2. So we were discussing all those games in today's episode. Before we do get started, of course, make sure you guys do run up the likes. Make sure you guys do subscribe. Make sure you guys do check out everybody else's channels in the description as well. The links are all in the description. Make sure you guys go support them, just like how you guys support me. Today's episode, I'm sure, is going to be very, very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of things that we are going to talk about today. But let's go ahead and introduce our panelists, our lovely, lovely panelists. Okay, I see your message, Spoobs. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce our lovely panelists. So first we have, we'll introduce the North London guys. So introducing first, drew against Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversations. Warrior J's already dropped a comment about Maresca and him being, a fraud and a coward. But there was also another coward in North London, in my opinion, at least. We'll see what Don C and Eli have to say. But big up to Don C and big up to Eli. They are in the building here to discuss Mikel Arteta, super duper Mikel Arteta's masterclass that he pulled off in that game against Manchester City. What are you guys telling me, man? How you guys doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing well, thank you. So big up Sheik.
Look at this picture as well, by the way. You guys just look at this.
And the last thing I want to say is, if anyone knows the whereabouts of Tony, as also please call Sheik 1-800 Sheik TV. Once again, it's 1-800 Sheik TV.
Here you go, guys. I got you. 1 second. 1-800 Sheik TV. Don C said it first. Don C said it first, man. 1-800 Sheik TV. There you go.
If you find Tony,
call Sheik now.
We're looking missing person. We're looking for him. But yeah, Dante, what are you telling me, man? Arsenal.
Do you know what? Yeah, like fuck Arteta. He's a prick. Yeah, that's all I can say right now. I'm sure we're gonna get into the game. I don't want to say too much now. But Arteta, you fucking wanker. Be a man for once. I'll say it. Big up to your mumsy. Yeah, big up to your mumsy.
Shout out mumsy every time.
And yeah, get him out now. That's it right now. But once again, if you find Tony Claude, please call 1-800 Sheik TV, because he's been missing for a while now, and man like us, we have to make sure that we check on his welfare as good Arsenal brothers that we are.
True. Right. Fair enough. Eli, what are you telling me, man? I know.
Where to start? You know what? Big up Don C, big up Sheik, big up the chat, big up all my fellow mud brothers. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Arteta.
It's weekends like this and days like this. This is why I've titled the show the Mud Brothers. reasons like this is why we are actually all in the mud. It's really just Liverpool who are just running away with this league. That's just what eventually is going to happen, isn't it? But anyways, we'll talk about it. I'm not sure, Spooby. Let me know if in the private chat if you are if you're good to be on screen. But let me go and introduce the other team from London that did lose at Old Trafford. The curse lives on. How many? I'm sure. What is it? 13 years? I'm not sure. But he'll tell us. And their manager also low-key making a cowardish move or cowardish decision. We'll see what he has to say. But CP is in the building. Big up to CP every single time. What are you telling me, man, CP?
Big up. Yeah, it's 12 years. By next year, if we don't beat you, it'll be 13. I told you we wouldn't win. So next year, because you pulled the same gimmick last year, by the way. You told me the same gimmick last year, and then I told you we're not gonna get, we have to get the win, but we're not gonna get the win though. And then this year you did the same thing. Oh, last year was also the worst United team, and then what happened? So yeah.
Yeah. Listen. Okay, we'll speak on it. Spooz.
Yeah, I know we'll speak on it more.
Let me go ahead and introduce my brother who collected 3 points with me this weekend. What are you telling me, Spooz, man?
Hold on, wait a second. Just trying to spot the 3-point collectors. Oh, hey, they're chic. They're chic. Don and Eli. ACP. Yeah, well, not the same word. Okay. Hey, big up all my mob bros. I love you all. And everyone in the chat.
All the love, yeah, but shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And listen, I'm humble. I'm not going to come in here and go crazy. Just humble.
We also have another my brother who has joined us late. Late substitution. Kind of like what Maresca probably should have done instead of bringing Gusto on. Prime is in the building. Don't know what. That's crazy. Just want to say. What are you saying, Prime?
Is this stream monetized, Sheik?
Yeah, it's monetized.
Sadly.
Not for long. Anyways, continue, guys.
Go. But yeah, big up. I think there's only one place where we can, start this stream. At Old Trafford. Rainy day at Old Trafford. So rainy that Sanchez just missed the ball entirely. Decided to slide.
Oh, don't do that. Don't blame the rain. He would have done that on a sunny day.
Yo, let me complete.
Let
me complete my monologue. Let me complete my monologue. I'm just let me cook. I'm on your side. We're going to cook Sanchez together. Don't worry. But yeah. Anyway, so rainy day in Manchester. It rains over there all the time. And Sanchez in the 5th minute decides to foul the shit out of Mbeumo, and he gets a red card. And then we see the masterclass begin from Enzo Maresca, taking off 2 wingers, Estevao. I was told I'm going to see Estevao at Old Trafford. I was going to see what Estevao is about at Old Trafford, but I guess I couldn't because Maresca took him off. Palmer, I get it. He's, carrying an injury and stuff like that. So that makes sense. The Jorgensen sub, obviously, that's just, what's going to happen. But Neto as well. When we're playing Mazraoui as a wingback, Mazraoui is probably not, the fastest of players. You really just needed an outlet out there. And Joao Pedro, once again, I want to say he earned my respect because he was really the only one who was trying anything out there. He was actually holding up the ball, trying to make passes. He was really the only one trying anything out there. But I absolutely blame that game on Maresca. The reason why we won is because of Enzo Maresca. It's not anything to do with our quality, anything to do with anything like that. It was just because of Enzo Maresca. Let Mbeumo score. You go 1-0 down. You're still in the game. You have 11 men. You can still come back. You know how we are as well. You know how we perform in the second half.
But why would you say it's Enzo Maresca? Sanchez is the one who got us to 10 men. Why would you say I would pay 60% on Sanchez? He's the one who got us to 10 men down.
Enzo Maresca. Of course. No. Sanchez mistake, of course, red card. But I still think you can still salvage something in that game. It only finished 2-1.
No, I know. We could have even with those shitty substitutions.
And then also we ended up getting a red card, which I didn't even speak about yet.
No, I get it, but even with those shitty substitutions, we almost scored a second goal anyways. And we actually technically we did. One was barely offside.
I think up until Casemiro red card, it was all us. And then after
Well,
that, in
yeah,
the
you're
second
man
half,
up.
it was all you guys.
Yeah, you're man up when it
Yeah,
was
and
equal
then
numbers. So.
with some of those players, I think on the pitch, you probably could have equalized, or who knows, maybe you get a winner in that second half because we did nothing in that second half. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Which is why I was gonna get to my point of we didn't do anything in this game. It's not like Ruben did anything in this game for us to win. It's just you guys made it easy for us. Obviously, Sanchez getting the red card, and then Enzo Maresca also making those changes. Added on
Yeah,
top
but
of
I
that.
would put more fault on Sanchez than
Added on top
Maresca.
of that.
No, I would put 40% on Maresca and 60 on Sanchez. I'm sorry, you're man down 4 minutes in.
I get that. Sanchez is stupid. We know where we're getting. Like I could literally let Prime speak right now, and he'll start off with just Robert Sanchez, and you know what he's gonna say, middle name, this and that. I'm not gonna speak on it, but yeah, I don't want to yeah, we already know how this is gonna go. So it's like I get Sanchez. Sanchez made the mistake 100%. The blame is on Sanchez for sure, and I think I hear you, and I do take that back. I think more of the blame is on Sanchez for sure.
I'm not.
I'm looking at your manager
fault. I
too.
was just saying
I'm
more on
looking at your
Sanchez, that's
manager
all.
a lot. I'm saying it's 55-45.
Sure,
That's
mine
what
is
I'm
60-40, same thing. But yeah, I agree.
55-45. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I think it's Maresca just absolutely shit the bed. Absolutely shit the bed. 5 minutes in, you get a red card, you have a decision to make. When do we see a manager making 3 substitutions when there's a red card? And like I said, to me, I just look at my team.
Different times. That's the
I
problem.
look at my team and I know how shit we are. And I know even defensively sometimes some players are liabilities. We just get caught in certain situations. And you had enough tools on that pitch when you started the game, even before that red card. Yes, we started the game off well, but you had enough tools to still come back into this game with your 2 wingers. At least if you even kept one of those guys on. And then, okay, forget about that. End of the game. You're bringing on Gusto when you need a goal. When Gittins and Garnacho, forget it. I'll even forget about the fact that Garnacho shit, whatever. But aren't you going to try to go for the game? Trying to bring on all your attacking options at least. So Gittins and Garnacho, your 2 new wingers, can't get minutes over Tyreek George, who's already there at the club.
Yeah.
So this is why I sometimes even question why I signed them in the first place.
Yeah,
Spooby's conversation of the
that's what
wingers
I'm
that he was
Maresca.
bringing up.
We-
Spooby's conversation of the wingers that he was bringing up a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago when we had that conversation is kind of making sense now. He did have a point there. What's the point if you're not going to utilize them?
Because
why sign them?
He doesn't trust them. We as Chelsea fans already said this in the beginning.
But this is my point though. So you're saving him for who? Games like Brighton, games like Brentford, or games like Old Trafford, Manchester United, a game that you can't get over the line for years. And if you actually did, then would it even you guys be like, yo, we finally actually beat Manchester United at Old Trafford? That curse is over. Something for us to, not build on, but I would be like, okay, we've actually gotten over the line. So what can we do this season? This season's different. It's not like others. And I feel like it was all just because of a stupid mistake where you just couldn't manage the game. That's really it.
I disagree with some of those points because I could see why Maresca made some of the changes, especially with Tosin, because no matter how shit Sesko is, one thing he's good at is winning headers, and one thing Chalobah, because me and Prime also agree on one other thing, we both never rate Chalobah as high as the rest of this Chelsea fan base has. And then now everyone's flipped the script now. Now everyone after the United game and the Chelsea fan base was like, you know what, maybe he's not that good.
He's struggling in there.
Okay, I hear that. Fine. The Tosin one I give you. Cool.
No, because
I give you the Tosin one, but I'm talking more about second half. Second half, we're level on players. It's 10v10. Why can't you bring on a Gittins and a Garnacho? Why? But okay, you creating chances, that even adds further to my point. So why can't you bring on Gittins and Garnacho? Fresh legs.
Okay, so with Tyreek George, he brought on because I think it was, what was the
Why
quote,
Gusto?
Prime?
Why Gusto?
Because he took off Cucurella.
Okay, bring off a defender and bring on an attacker. You have to go for the game.
Yes, and Cucurella would be our wing back. We still created chance. The funny thing is we still created goal-scoring chances with Gusto.
You did. De Ligt had that one where he cleared it kind of off the off the line.
And that was with Gusto. So I can understand if we weren't our creativity stopped or stagnated or lagged.
Yeah, but my point is like in games, we've criticized other teams in other moments for not going on it. I've criticized my manager in the Europa League final for not making substitutions to try to go for it. At certain points, you just have to go for the game. That's really it. And I feel like you had a good opportunity in that second half because we weren't good. You dominated possession. We only had 27% possession in that second half. You know, in big chances created, we only had one more big chance created than you guys in the entire game.
Because you guys had a pen technique.
Yeah, which again is further to my point of why like I feel like Maresca completely like shit the bed in this game, bro. Shit the bed.
I disagree. And also, Warrior, your thing of saying why not start Tosin then? Because also this fan base was saying how shit Tosin was against Brentford and Bayern Munich. So what does he have? What options does he have? The only criticism I would give him is to integrate for long-term benefit Josh Ashapong. I don't think Josh would have made any difference in this game that much in terms of unless his recovery pace, but in terms of long-term because our center backs are not that great. That's the only thing I would say, Warrior. But yeah.
Spoobs, go on. I want to hear from you, and then we'll go to Prime after this as well. Spoobs, go on. What were your thoughts on this game, bro?
I don't know. I'm not going to blame Sanchez because I expect that from him. Like, I expect that from Sanchez. I don't expect Maresca to do what he did. I mean, that he has been getting props all the fucking time. And you go a man down, okay, and I understand. You bring off, Palmer had to go off because he was injured, apparently. And then you bring off both of your wingers. Isn't it when you go a man down, you need runners? You need people to make runs. I just don't get that. João Pedro was, until Casemiro got sent off, João Pedro was out there on an island on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And let me not get it mistaken. Once Casemiro gets sent off, Chelsea were the better team. They just are a better team than us.
They were 100%, which is why I was cussing out Casemiro as much as I could on that watch along as well because he made an absolute stupid mistake.
Idiot.
Fucking idiot,
Yeah.
bro. And I don't know if you guys get a chance, go tune into that watch along. Before that second half, I was shitting bricks because I was like, Chelsea are gonna come out better, and I know how we are in that second half. In all these games so far, bar Manchester City, we just got slapped, right? We lost 3-0, just lost entirely. In both halves, we didn't put up a fight at all. But in all the other games that we played so far, against Burnley, against Fulham, even against Arsenal, the first half we play well. We always play well. We're not able to. The only problem is we're not clinical enough to finish our chances. But we play well in terms of setup and creating chances, this and that, whatever. But in the second half, we absolutely fold. And sometimes I'm blaming on Amarim because he makes the wrong changes as well. In this game, obviously the red card is the situation that he's in. We come out in the second half and we can't even keep the ball. You guys are just bopping it around, being patient, trying to create chances here and there. Then you end up getting that one goal too and a couple of nervy last couple of minutes, in that game. And again, which is why I'm looking at Maresca, which I don't understand why he just didn't make enough changes in that second half, and he's bringing on Gusto. But anyways, continue, Spooks. Yeah, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. We were terrible in that second half. Terrible.
Oh, yeah, awful. Did he sub Gusto on before or after Mount? Does anyone know? Because if it was after we brought Mount on, then bro, you have to go for it at that point. If it was before,
when did you bring
then
Mount on? Because he brought on Gusto for Cucurella, if I remember.
It might have been before.
Yeah,
might have been. I need to go back and look. But anyway, yeah, as you were saying, CP, like Chalobah's just struggling in there all game.
No, he's been like that forever since day one. That's why me and Prime don't rate him.
I think I've heard you both say that. But yeah, Sesko, one thing you could do is one header. You've seen it for the first.
Afterwards.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I was gonna go in that because if you seen Mount come on and then he brought Gusto on and not an attacker, no. But yeah, I don't get why you don't keep one winger on. I know what you're saying, CP, but it's like you have to keep. Why would you go so? How many centre backs did you have on that game? How many midfielders?
Three centre backs because we put Tosin in. And then we brought in Andre Santos for Palmer.
So it's 3 centre mids and 3 centre backs.
Yes, yeah.
So 6 out of your 10, well, 9 outfield players were like
Yeah.
I don't get that. It doesn't make
Well, he
sense to
brought
me.
in Tossin simply because he's good in the air. He's a 6'6", not very mobile person, but he'll. That's why Sesko didn't do much after that because
Also, by the
in
way,
the air.
sorry,
Why
Mike's
not
ready.
start him?
No, we didn't
Mike's
start
Oh,
him.
ready. Big up
It was
Mike's every
Chalaba
single
and
time.
Fofana.
Big
oh,
up.
big up, Mike's.
Shout out to Mike's. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel if you haven't already.
It was Chalaba and Fofana
Yeah, but why didn't he start tossing if you know
because
Chalaba's
Tossin for the past 2 games before
Bless
then
Mike's.
was
Big
getting
up, bro.
fucking destroyed because of how immobile he is in
But
Bayern
it's
Munich and in
Sesko.
Brentford. Yes,
It's
but he was.
Sesko. You know what he's gonna do.
Yes, but once again, Tossin was in bad form and immobile, so he trusted the Chalaba guy who was having a who was doing well with the pairing of Levi Colwell, right? So that's why we brought him on. And everyone here agrees that Fofana is our best center back, barring Colwell. So he brought on the two best defenders in the club that are left. How can I fault
Okay.
him for that?
But I'm not getting at him for getting at him for taking both your wingers off. I
No,
understand that he had to replace one with the goalkeeper that got sent off. The other winger. I listen. I don't get it. I think that's like a basic of football. If you're down a man, you're obviously going to have to sit back. You're obviously going to have to, not go like you're going to have a runner at least. And João Pedro, look, he tried his best. I mean, when he got on the ball, he was good.
Yeah,
I-
he actually was, which is why I was even more like, João Pedro was able to do the things that he was doing all by himself. Had he had some help out there with at least one of those guys, I think it could have been a lot better than what we've seen.
I think he was making
Oh yeah,
Palmer
we'll speak
and
about this person as well. We will. Don't worry.
Who?
We will speak about number 8 for Chelsea as
Chelsea
well, and then we'll
fans,
ask you guys.
for me, he's okay. Yeah, actually, okay. Prime.
But yeah,
you
go on, because I want to hear from Prime as well. Go on, CP. You were saying CP?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, go on. No
I
worries.
was on the same boat when initially the game ended, and then we saw the quotes from Maresca
Hey,
after
warrior.
the game hours later. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought I muted my. That's when I started changing my opinion a little bit because I was also so I agree more with Sheik's point on bringing on a Garnacho or Giddens in the second half. I don't agree as much with Spooby's point about subbing them off in the first half, just because I think he wanted the two players to be Palmer and João Pedro, right? So that's why he's like, okay, I'm gonna sub these two guys off. One's Tosin, one's in a sense Jorgensen, right? It was literally that, yeah. And then Palmer said he wasn't there for it, so that's why he's like, okay, I'll bring on another midfielder. And then in the second half is when I was expecting him to bring on Garnacho because he has something to prove more than Tyreek George. So that's what I was thinking, or against, but he brought on Tyreek George. So that tells me that this manager right now does not rate. I think he had some quotes about Garnacho after too, why he was planning to start him because the cameras were panning to him, but I forgot why. Maybe
I seen a
Prime knows.
moment in the
He's
game.
evil, and
told him-
he made him
I seen
warm
a
up.
moment in the game. Yeah, he made him warm up.
Yeah,
and he
no,
was like
but-
speaking to him. So
Yeah,
we
no,
on
I
the
think
watch along
he-
were like, oh, he's
so-
gonna bring on Garnacho. Like,
That's
No,
the
that's
we were
what
all
we
just
thought
like
too.
happy.
But I think the post match, I think he made a quote about it. I can't find it right now. Maybe Prime, can you find it? He commented about why he was planning to sub on Garnacho but didn't. But it tells me how little he rates Gittins. And that's shocking because every Man City Academy product we've brought, he usually trusts them pretty well, like right away almost, right? In terms of Delap,
Big of my bro.
Tosin and others. Lavia and Palmer, obviously. So yeah, that tells me that's more on this. I'm putting this more on the supporting directors. Because why are you spending 90 million on players that the manager doesn't rate? And you guys can say, okay, then what should the manager do? And I'm telling you, the manager knows that he doesn't have much say in transfers. He said that last season. This season, you even knew it when we got Cole injured. Cole was injured, and he was begging for center back, begging, literally made comments at press conferences, and he was asking for another goalkeeper in the beginning when we first got Mike Manyan. He's like, you know what, I am looking for another goalkeeper, and then he had to say internal solutions. I mean, he was happy with Sanchez, and then
Saying he's a yes man.
Dude, yes, you're acting like we Chelsea fans are surprised. We knew the sporting directors got him, and he knew what his role was at the club. He's not gonna have his job is on the pitch. He's not gonna have any say in transfers. Well, he might have some say, but he's not gonna have any very influential say. You could say it like that,
Yeah.
right? So, sorry, Prime,
Prime?
you go ahead. I've been
Yeah,
taking
go
too
ahead,
long.
Prime. What do you tell us thoughts on this game? You were there on Lewis's watch along as well. I've seen that.
Chief, why are you smiling? Hello everyone.
Because
good night, good morning.
we're about to hear from
Yeah.
Robert Sanchez's like biggest hater, even prior to this game. That's why I'm smiling.
It's not to Sanchez, Chalaba as well. I never look forward to playing Man United, and for like what 5 years, I've never predicted a win.
At Old Trafford? At Old Trafford.
No, in general.
Really? Even at the bridge?
Yes, because we don't do well against United in general, like a very long time.
You beat us at the bridge though. Most of the time you did.
No, we win them twice in a row on the bridge. I even called it last
Yeah.
season. I'm like, well, we're winning this. I said this last year. I was like, we're winning.
I hear you. There were a couple of years where,
and
like,
barring,
under Oli,
barring
I
the
think
one
we
last
beat
season,
you
the one
at the
before
bridge.
that under Poch was very dubious.
Yeah,
And before that,
okay, but
we
they got
had
that was
people-
devious. But they got a red with Sanchez. That's also devious. The wins happen
Okay,
for a reason,
fine.
right? Juju
But
happens.
in general, we don't do well against United. So
I hear that. Okay, first. Mm-hmm.
So you've not refuted anything I said. Anyways, for the past like 5 years, I've not predicted us to beat Man United. And usually my fan base and United's fan base does the whole thing of United are in bad form. It's the worst United team we've seen. We've got a horrible manager. Chelsea fans
Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so.
Okay.
Rightfully
Chelsea fans
so.
get
We are in
gas.
terrible form.
Chelsea fans get gas. And then we end up playing you guys, and it's a 0-0, 1-1, or you guys nick the win or whatever. That's right, CP. Don't show your face out that form. That thing or shit. Then, okay, I don't know. Whatever. But the game is just
every single time.
all round not good. Whether it's a draw or United maybe nick it or Chelsea win, regardless, for the most part, it's just not good. But going into this game, Chelsea fans for once were worried about playing United, which is weird to me because out of all the times we played United in the last 5 years, this is the time when you decide to be worried. Like, they're breaking World War II records. This is the time when you're worried about playing United. That didn't fill me with any joy. That made me look at it like, wow.
You did, Warrior J. You did. I remember
Something gonna happen. Yes, which was weird to me because normally you guys are all gassed.
Yeah, I thought world champions were going to Old Trafford. You know?
What?
Yeah, we world champions.
The world champions were worried to go to Old Trafford.
Go ahead, world champions.
I don't know. I've got dumb Chelsea fans, so whatever.
It's crazy.
Anyways,
shit.
Well, we've been Champions League winners and Premier League winners twice and still lost to you guys in 2015, 2017, and in 2021. Yeah, we were worried all those times.
Yeah, but loss is different. Explain something to me. When you guys talk about the Champions League thing, you guys tell me I'm not worried about Bar. The only teams I'm worried about. No, one second, because I want to talk about this.
I
this is not to you guys.
Hold on, no,
this is not
stop.
on you guys. This is not. I want to just say this though, real quick.
Go for it. I'll be real. I entered the stream late. I know. But I didn't interrupt any of you guys. Let me speak.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Because I'm very annoyed by a lot of things.
Go on. Yeah, go on. I want to hear this.
The lineup came out. No tossing. Fine. Fair enough. So my assumption is Fofana and Chalaba, you're playing legs to deal with United's counter-attack, which seems to be really their only threat. In my opinion, anyway, going into this game, because they created all these XG chances, but they can't finish any of them. Right, going into the game, that's what it is, right? So fine, it makes sense that you're going to try and deal with their counter-attacking threat. Fair enough. First, 3 minutes before the red card, United were coming out and pushing us back. I don't know if that's a pause or whatever. Chalaba battling Sesko in the air You're 6'3". I don't. How do you consist? Like, I don't care that Sesko is brilliant in the air. How do you consistently lose headers against everybody that you face? Chalobah, you've got no pace. You've got no technical ability. You can't read the game. The only good thing about you is that you press and you work hard. All these like nonsensical factors that only Chelsea fans care about. But if Chalobah was on the market right now, you guys wouldn't want us to buy him. Guy's not good. How are there teams that are not as good as Chelsea in this league, but yet they have better centre backs than Chalobah? Konsa, Collins, Fern Shar, and Botman. How these teams have better centre backs than Chalobah? You're meant to be our most experienced centre back, by the way. This is a guy that Chelsea fans will tell me Thiago Silva loves him. That this is a world. Last summer I was told he's a world-class centre back. That he starts for any top 6 side. Don C, would you take? Arsenal's all about defense. Would you buy another centre back next summer? Would you buy Chalobah? You think Arteta would buy him? No.
We got Mascara, bro.
Cool. Sheik, would you buy? Because you're not a top 6, but you are a big 6. Would you buy Chalobah? No.
Take him on loan.
Okay, you're trolling me. Never mind. But this guy's just
Scored
not
a good header at the end of the game. He scored a good header at the end of the game.
Okay, stop.
We don't really score.
No one cares. No one cares. This guy's just not good at all. But you guys consistently rate him. Chelsea fans love to get onto Tosin, which fair enough. But you know what? Even with Tosin's deficiencies, he at least has like 2 outstanding attributes, which is he's very good on the ball and he's like 6'5". Chalobah has nothing. You're tall, but you can't win aerial duels. You've got no physical presence. You can't read the game. You can't pass. You can't do anything. And you're still in this team. We've been trying to get rid of you for 3 years. You went on loan to Crystal Palace. You barely played. And when you did play for them, you stunk. You are blocking the path of Achimpong, which in the 5 games we've played this season, Achimpong has put in the best centre-back performance for Chelsea. And he's still not playing because you're blocking his path. But people will get onto me and think, I just do the agenda thing. Or it's just Prime being crazy. Okay. Speaking of just me being crazy, I was told Sanchez is a top 5 shot stopper. Arguably top 10 in the world. I was told he's better than Donnarumma. Yeah, like the stream, guys, and subscribe. And subscribe to Donversations TV as well. And subscribe to Casually FC, even though Marshall thinks that Sanchez is a top 5 shot stopper in this league, according to statistics.
Oh my days.
You know.
That's
Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and the Clips channel.
He actually said that? He actually said that? Top 5 shot stopper in the league?
He did. Yes, he did.
Jesus.
Yeah, but Marshall's the same guy that backed Nkunku, and he's the same guy that backed Ziyech. So, nah. You know, Marshall's my guy, but nah, whatever.
Wait. He also rated these center backs a lot. Don't forget, remember? We don't need center backs.
Yeah. And also, Scott said that Chalobah is our best center back as well.
So, wait. Actually, me and Prime have lots of receipts. Wait. Can I continue?
You see why I say I don't like Chelsea fans?
Yeah, actually, Prime. No, let me add on because we got receipts for these 2 people. We got them on Saturday too. Remember when Scott was saying, "Oh, Chalobah with Thiago Silva under Tuchel was like almost world class," and me and you were like, "What?" We were like, "What?" Chalobah, Trevor, and he's like, "Yeah."
All I'm hearing is this world-class word getting thrown around.
And then
so easily.
And then me and Prime were like, "Hell nah!" And then he's like, "No, he was world class. He was our best defender." Oh, yeah. Hey, me and Prime got receipts. For these boys.
I've given I've said so much stuff against Levi Colwill. So much stuff. Things that I apologize for once the season ended because he started to show.
To apologize more. We need to apologize again.
I don't really, but he started to show the form that, you know, a talented center back. Like for example, Gabriel, when Arsenal bought Gabriel that first year, the bozo gene he had, and then I think the year after he started to show like the ability his talent actually suggests, right? And Cole was starting to show something in the back end of the season and at the Club World Cup. It's a shame now that he's injured, but it just shows that he's like the only thing somewhat holding this defense together. And Colwell's not even there yet. He's not at that alpha world-class level yet. He's starting to get to maybe top class. But regardless, I said he needed a partner with him. I don't want to just have to rely on Colwell to just hold things together. He needed a partner. He needed an experienced guy with him. We didn't get that. We needed a goalkeeper. Now, I get it. The plan is Penders, whatever. But we needed at least like one. If we had just signed one goalkeeper or a center back, then I would have been like, fine, whatever. I wouldn't have argued because at least you fixed something in this defense. But we went to the Allianz Arena in Munich with Tosin from Fulham, Chalobah, who was on loan in Crystal Palace this time last season, and Sanchez, who was third choice at Brighton. That is who we chose to go to the Allianz Arena with.
Nasty work.
These players, right? These players were before the Champions League draw talking about, I want to go to the... Sanchez said, I want to go to... he said, I want to go to the Bernabeu. He said, I want to run it back with PSG, and so it wasn't a fluke. And then you do that at Old Trafford against Man United. This is not Fergie's Man United. This is not David Moyes' Man United. It's not Ollie's Man United. It's not Jose's Man United. It's not Ten Hag's Man United. This is the worst United team we've seen. And what's funny is we say this every year. So this time next year, we're probably going to see the worst United team we've ever seen again. And they're still going to beat Chelsea because for some reason, they just managed to do that. But I would rather they're just beating us out of just, merit, not by just giving them the game.
Yeah, she beating yourself.
Why do our oldest players, our worst players, consistently costing us the game? It's so frustrating to me. And it's funny that Chelsea fans, like CP said, they're starting to wake up. They're not waking up because they're still blaming Maresca because they don't even want him anyway. But in a few games' time, when Sanchez makes a few good saves and if Chalobah scores another goal, they'll forget about this mistake against United. They'll forget. Now, Maresca, because Sheikh is somewhat right. We expect these mistakes from Chalobah and Sanchez. And you've noticed in my monologue, I've been very nice and not called them certain names. I've been very, very nice.
Yeah, keep the monetization in mind, okay?
Type it in the private chat. Type it in the private chat.
Type it in the private chat.
If this stream gets demonetized, I don't get paid. So you're welcome, Sheikh. But Maresca, I expect those mistakes from them. You shut the bed and cost us the game. Because ultimately, there were still, it's just 5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever, into the game. The way Man United are as a team, all we had to do was ride the wave for 5-10 minutes. They won't do anything. And they just go back into their shell. What I would have done...
Which you also saw, by the way, which is exactly what we did in that second half.
Because he came out after the game and said, United attack with 5, so we have to defend with 5. But you also said in the press conference before the game, you said, I've been watching Ruben Amorim since Sporting, meaning you've watched his games at Man United. And this is what he decided to do. Fine. What I would have done is I would have taken off one of Fofana or Chalobah, preferably Chalobah, for what's his name? To bring on Jorgensen, and then played a 3 of Reece, Fofana, Cucurella, and have Neto and Esteval act as our fullbacks, wingbacks. Because we did that last season in the league. We a couple of times we played teams against teams a man down, and that's basically what Maresca did. We played Newcastle. We played Newcastle a man down, and we looked like the better team against them. And we lost just because we didn't have a striker because Jackson's Jackson. But you cost us the game by taking off our only attacking outlets. And then our number 10 has a groin injury. because he's been shagging people in the US.
Pause.
So what?
What? What have I
even
missed?
he has that's my theory why he has a groin injury. And no, tell me otherwise, because he broke up with his girlfriend towards the back
Because
end
he
of the
broke up with
season.
the girlfriend at the
Also,
Club
it's
World
like
Cup.
it's like
So,
what happened to Yamal.
What before he went to the yes?
No, at the Club World Cup, they broke up
He
because
went
she wanted
to
his money.
America, and then after
Yeah.
America, he went back to St. Kitts. No one can tell me he wasn't doing something. I don't care. No one can tell me it's different.
That's
So,
crazy, man.
well, I would. So me, I would have taken off Chalobah, but you, knowing that Palmer has this groin injury, he should have been the guy you should have substituted. But Chelsea fans have been pissed, yes, but you know stuff we don't. So that should have been the guy you take off. Not just sacrificing the young guy in Esteval, who is, as it stands right now, he's our starting right winger, because you don't seem to trust Gittins or Garnacho, fine, and you want to play Neto on the left. So why kill us? So you wasted the substitution of Palmer, because he should have been the one to come off going a man down. You played Reece as a right wing back, right winger, when we've all been saying he can't do that job. So in theory, you could have been risking an injury with him in game. I know he ended the game fine and he's good, but in theory, you could have been risking an injury. And Fofana basically played a full game, more or less. So going into the game, this being his first game post-injury, you would have been thinking, that's a substitution I have to make. With Palmer, it's another substitution I have to make. And you don't really like playing Reece 90 minutes. So that's another substitution. So that's 3 substitutions you have to make. Now with the red card, like, it's just, you sold the game against the worst team in this league by far. The worst. What are you eating, Dancy? Oh, okay. You having fun?
Oh, he's got his Walker's crisps. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I am it.
Well, sorry about that. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm entertained. It's rare that I see Prime like this. Yeah, this is Prime when he's angry. I'm telling you, like, you rarely hear Prime talk like this. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't taken a breath, no water, no nothing. Boy, like, do you know what it is, Prime? You're my guy, but may it long continue.
The big 3-liter gallon of water.
Yeah, this is the thing is, right? Like, I'm angry, but it's not even. I always predict draws against United, but going into this, I was very worried about losing. So, like, we lost. So that's not necessarily why I'm angry. I'm angry at Maresca selling the game. I'm angry at people trying to do this fake outrage on Sanchez and Chalobah. I'm seeing people sending them like monkey emojis and stuff, which, regardless of what I think of those two, that's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that.
Wrong.
Of course not.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Like,
Wait,
why?
that's happening?
Why do we have to resort to that? Yeah.
Okay.
That's wrong.
That's just
That's
online
wrong.
people.
That doesn't have to happen.
Way too far.
Yeah.
Because you're going too far now, but you're gonna end up praising these guys in a few games. It's dumb. Like, whatever. Sanchez is only banned for 1 game, and that's against Lincoln. So he's going to play against Brighton. And if this is not enough,
He's only banned for 1 game as well.
if this isn't enough, no, because it wasn't violent conduct.
And it's Lincoln. I know. That's the funny part of it.
If this is not enough, if Maresca
I know if you Chelsea fans could appeal, you would appeal for it to be 3 games and not 1 game.
Like you guys like know my thinking and stuff of Maresca. I'm not like against him. I actually don't want him gone. But like, I don't know. Low key, we keep playing Sanchez. So, and I get it. I guess we have to play him, but it's so frustrating because going into this season, I genuinely thought we could just make the jump to be able to challenge. Because as much as I understand our deficiencies, I figured Arsenal have a deficiency with Arteta, City have a deficiency with their defense, Liverpool have deficiencies with their squad depth. Now, Liverpool, they don't have squad depth, but Slot is good enough to be able to manage things. City somewhat fixed their defense with buying Donnarumma, and Arsenal won't win the league regardless. But with us, what did we need to fix? Our best defender is injured.
So I was waiting and wondering
Like, what do
to
we?
see like if you were gonna speak on like the sporting directors and stuff like that too.
Oh
Because
yeah, no, I do.
from
These
what
sporting
you're saying so
directors-
far, and from
Yeah.
what we've seen this game as well, what I'll just tell you, just the overview picture of it. I see your window and what you had. You couldn't pay what, like 5 million for another goalkeeper, and then in this result, it's a goalkeeping error and a goalkeeping mistake. I see two
Yeah.
wingers that you've signed, but they weren't trusted and utilized in this.
Yeah,
game.
no, but that's the stuff I want to get onto.
Yeah. So I was gonna go on. Closure.
All right, like before you go, can I ask you a question? The goalkeeper that you
No.
sold us, was he better than the goalkeeper that you have?
Fuck.
If I say it, I'm in trouble. But if you agree, yes.
That's a very, very good question, Donzi. That is a
That's
very,
it, man.
very good question, Donzi.
I
Donzi,
didn't watch.
when we were linked to Sanchez 2 years ago, I said this, but people shot me, so I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'm not 50 Cent. I can't survive 50 bullets. So, whatever. But if you agree,
Let me ask you another question. Would
Yes.
Madueke would have been better than Tyreek George?
Yes.
yeah, I guess.
Tyreek George is
No,
free.
a better question.
So
Would Madueke been better to have on the bench than Garnacho?
yes.
That too.
Sure, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Sporting directors.
That's
Speak
what I'm
on it,
saying
Brian.
about their window is their wingers.
Speak on it, Prime.
Yeah.
It's
But
it's,
that,
it's
but
I know
that's
this is
why-
only
but that-
one game.
But you know,
And Prime
I
is
also said-
absolutely
but
right.
you-
Chelsea,
but
let's
you
say,
know-
go on
but
a
you-
run and
but
everything
you
will
know-
change.
Well, you know, our window. I said it's a 4. It's between a 4 and a 5.
You did say that, yeah.
I
did.
didn't like
He
the.
did.
The first half of the window I liked.
Yeah.
The second half I didn't.
And I'll tell you another
all.
thing. You guys, like, Xavi Simons' deal was pretty much, the guy was begging to go to Chelsea. I just don't
Oh
understand
no, yeah,
why that
this
deal
is the stuff
never
I
went
want to get
through
onto.
either.
So apparently, this Palmer groin injury, you guys have
Mhm.
known since the Club World Cup, and apparently he was playing with injections, right? Cool.
Okay,
So
mhm.
that then makes even more sense why we were linked with Xavi Simons, because I
No.
think he's like overrated. But regardless,
Yeah.
we needed a 10, and especially if Palmer manages to get some sort of a long-term injury, we really need a 10. So it makes
You
more
got
sense
put
why
annoyed.
you were linked with him. Hold on, let me get onto it. You're trying to skip the story. Relax.
What?
It makes even more sense why he linked with Xavi Simons. So instead of paying the money to get him in, you didn't get him in. You've wasted almost 100 million combined on 2 young left wingers, just for Neto to be starting left wing for us. And then
Get-ins if you- okay, get-ins if you don't wanna
the
play,
only
fine.
reason we bring in Ben Neto on loan, by the way, is so Bluco could sign Cisco from Brighton.
And
That's the only
Cecil,
reason
yeah.
Ben Neto.
No, but okay. So there's some things I think
Oh,
we're
hold on.
skipping over and not talking about.
No, I know. Hold on, let me just finish
Okay, go.
speaking.
Go on.
I always speak about the squad building here, because this is something actually CP and I talked about on casually last time that we disagree on. But if we're gonna say like Penders and Sar and Ansel Mina and stuff, and they're the future, but this season we're not. The aim isn't to make the jump to Challenger. We're supposed to do that in a year or two. Then I would rather have those young kids here growing and developing instead of just continuously using the bozos that are here that are not doing anything from a defensive standpoint for us. I would rather have kept Petrovic to be our goalkeeper for the season and not have Sanchez or Jorgensen, because as much as I want to play Jorgensen over Sanchez, Jorgensen is not even that good either. It's just the lesser of two evils for me. But I consistently have to see this stuff over and over. And why does the sky have to fall for other people to notice this? Because if we had managed to beat United, even with Sanchez getting sent off, Chelsea fans wouldn't have complained. They wouldn't have noticed the clear errors he consistently makes, and Chalobah consistently makes, and even Tosin. People just don't seem to whatever. I don't know. Sorry, you go, CP.
I also quickly just want to say this as well. It's not to you guys as well, but so to some Chelsea fans, I don't get how when we talk about Champions League, you guys say we're not scared of certain teams to go and beat them, but you're scared of United at Old Trafford.
Okay, so can I address all these? Okay.
Yeah.
We were
I
scared of
think
United
it's
at Old Trafford when we won
for
the
that.
Champions League in
It's our record at
2021.
Old Trafford.
Yeah, what are you
listen,
talking about?
my thing is, at our best,
Brother,
I
you
do
were
at our
scared.
best.
I
You were
get
scared of
that.
going.
I do
No. You
at
were
our
scared.
best.
You
Yeah.
weren't there then, but Flawless was there. Flawless was scared of coming to Old Trafford, to Stamford Bridge when you guys fucking want to treble, because during that period you guys couldn't beat us at Stamford Bridge, and you guys had won a treble. It's the same logic. We had won 2 leagues, and both times
Yeah,
me and
but the
Prime.
thing
You
is,
guys
I don't
weren't
think.
that bad though at that time.
Yeah, but I also don't think like Flawless was saying he would beat other teams. Like he's not scared of certain other teams at that time too. Like I'm sure I don't think he was saying that, but that's what I'm hearing
Yes,
from some
what do you mean
Chelsea
the treble?
fans.
See, no, sorry. When you won the treble, yes, you would have probably been like, yeah, I think we can take on any team besides the top teams in Europe, which we also said, and you're probably scared of facing us in Old Trafford.
Me personally, well, this is the thing. I won't speak for him, but me personally, at that time, I hear you guys with records, and I'm like, okay, I understand certain, jujus and shit at like certain grounds. Like for us at Anfield, like we don't win at Anfield normally, or we don't get good results at Anfield normally. But like I hear that, but it's like I also at the same time, I'm not saying like I'm not scared of certain teams, like when it comes to certain competitions. And I'm not going towards you guys
Well,
because I
I'm
know
not,
how
but
I know what you guys were saying building up to this game, and I know what the whole conversation is around Europe and stuff too. You guys
Sheik,
are very critical of your
I
team.
can't speak for other Chelsea fans because
There
you know
are
how I feel
certain
about
fans
Chelsea
though.
fans.
There are certain fans
However,
in your
for me,
fan
what
base
I've
though.
always said is, I do
Yeah, but
believe.
when I asked him
Hold
about the
on,
season, when I
hold
asked
on.
him about the season, what you're gonna do in the season, you guys say
Hold on.
we're scared. We've beaten PSG, so we're not scared of a lot of teams. We've beaten PSG
Yeah, but hold on.
yeah,
in a
What
yeah,
I
and I
final, so we're
said,
not scared of
hold on,
certain
Sheik,
teams.
okay, wait, Prime,
What
you go
I've
first.
said,
That was what I argued with TP about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hold
wait,
on. What
I know.
I've said is,
I said both things.
at our best, I believe that we can match and beat anyone, and I still stand by that. However, I also say that I do worry about Sanchez because if we're playing the best of the best teams, they've got individual brilliance that will just get through Sanchez regardless. Bayern were not good against us, but they just capitalized on our mistakes, and we didn't capitalize on their mistakes. We will get punished against teams. We will get against these top sides. We will get punished, and against teams like Man United. Whenever we play Man United, we just don't seem to take you guys seriously because you guys seem to be in this bad form. And this game, though, like this is solely on, well, not solely on Maresca, but with the 2 subs he made, he killed it. Any chance of us trying to do something, he killed it. And when you guys went down to 10 men, you guys revolted, and when it became 10v10, it resulted back to United just being shit United. But because we had no attackers, Brian João Pedro, we couldn't really do anything. So yeah, regardless of, in terms of the other Chelsea fans in this fan base, I wouldn't listen to them because these are the same fans that say Sanchez is better than Donnarumma, and they'll laugh at Donnarumma for coming off his line against Arsenal and get it chinked. They'll laugh at him, but they won't laugh at my goalkeeper getting sent off against Mbeumo. So
go on, TP, and then we'll hear from Monty and Eli as well before we move on.
No, I'll speak for myself. So I said last stream that we can beat any team in Europe, but I also said during that same stream that we're not going to win against United at Old Trafford. And I'm going to tell you now, we're going to beat you at Stamford Bridge. And that's what I'm saying. It's literally Old Trafford. I'm not scared of your team in a sense. I'm scared of your team at Old Trafford. I'm not scared of your team at Stamford
You're scared
Bridge.
of Old Trafford?
I'm not scared of your team at Wembley. I'm only
You're
scared of
scared
your
of
team at Old Trafford because we have the record against you at Old Trafford. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not scared of you when you come to. I'm not scared of you guys when you come to Stamford Bridge, or if we play you in Wembley or something.
I want to hear you say I'm scared of Old Trafford. Say that.
Fair enough.
Right, dude. I can say that right now. It's not like I'm not gonna hide it. And also with the sporting directors, I agree with shit. First of all, but the second thing is, I think they're going by their initial plan. They're not deviating from their plan. And their plan was last season, Maresca's first season was supposed to be about instilling a play style into the team. This season was their season of us challenging for top 4. And then next season, they said, was apparently us challenging for the league. Right? So this window seems like a very much of a, once again, securing top 4. Because all these players that we have in our system, in terms of Mamadou Sarr and Penders and Paez, these young guys that are playing for Strasbourg and are doing really well. Actually, I think they've lost 1 game in 6. They're developing there, and they're gonna come in next season. Like Anselmino's in Dortmund doing well. He just recently got an injury, but besides that, he was doing well there. So all these players seem to come in next season. It's similar to what we would have did with Andre Santos. Andre Santos was, even when we didn't have midfield depth, when we had KDH last season, we were asking as a fan base for Andre Santos last season, but the sporting director said, "Fuck no, we're gonna keep him for another year at Strasbourg." So I believe we should be challenging this season, but the sporting directors are still to continue. So I always judge them regardless. But next season, if that window in the summer, or if we're not actually fully challenging for the league, and that means less than 10 points, then I'm done with this ownership. Right? Because that, if you've told me that's your plan, next season's the plan for challenging, then I expect nothing less than challenging.
I don't see us being able to challenge next year, because if the hope
Why?
is, because I actually rate Penders highly, bro. But
Yeah.
if the hope is to bring in young Penders, young Anselmino, young Mamadou Sarr, throw them in, and just be expected to match pace, like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't
if
think
these
it.
people,
Then
but
again,
if these
it's
people are
probably going to
better,
depend on their development, because I've not watched Anselmino and Sarr, so I'm going to have to see them, and it depends on their development, obviously.
no, Sarr's been doing well since last season, and he's continuing to do well this season.
I know, but I've not watched them, is my point. But
Okay,
I just think throwing those like young
to the
kids,
Wolves.
it's putting too much pressure on. That's why I'm saying I'd rather have just kept them here to develop. Let them have the development year here, because we're not expected to do anything. But they're doing their development elsewhere, and then they're supposed to come in, learn the system under a manager that we know, like, he has his favorites, and if he doesn't, what if he, because Gittins was supposed to be this perfect guy for a system. What if he doesn't trust Anselmino next year? What if he doesn't trust Mamadou Sarr? What if he doesn't trust Penders? What then?
Yeah, but he also trusted Esteval, and he came from Brazil.
No, I okay, but you know what I mean. Like, there's
counterpoint.
no.
No,
Is there a
I know,
guarantee?
but there's he can't trust all 3 or 4 of the people coming in, and Paez as a backup cam. Like, he can't be like, I'm just not gonna trust any of them that walks in.
I know,
That makes no sense.
but like, but we, like, I'm saying, because out of the signings we've made this window, the lap he's already worked with, he trusts João Pedro and Esteval.
Yeah, and those are people you've never worked with.
Yeah, but that's about okay. I don't know. Maybe again.
What do you mean?
You end up being. Maybe you
no,
end up
because
being right.
we didn't buy anyone else. We bought Hato. That's about it. We didn't buy anyone else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Maybe you end up being right, but it's just, and maybe I'm just like still angry about everything. So I don't know. Ask me in about a week, but like, it's just I feel bro. I feel like punching the wall.
They got spicy Brighton.
And bro, and it's a Monday.
You know, this is the same space. You guys don't want
to know how I felt on Saturday, man. Like, this is a Monday. It's 2 days later.
Dude, I got tips. I got tipsiest. I had like 8 beers because I was just so pissed at the pub, dude. I was just fucking literally drowning in Guinness, and then like trying to chat up this girl from Brighton. And I was just literally trying to chat up the bartender who's from Brighton, man. That's all I was doing.
When Sanchez got sent off,
whoa.
Yeah. Wait, what? Who you chatting up?
Wait, what? Who you chatting up?
The bartender. She's from Brighton. Hey, you got
I thought you said
fuck the game. He said fuck the game.
No.
I'm not letting Sanchez ruin this wonderful day.
You know what's funny? When Sanchez got sent off, I started getting messages from people saying that I'm right.
Hey,
from rival fans, by the way, people who don't support Chelsea, rival fans, telling me, yeah, you're right about this guy.
Let's go to
Danny boy.
Let's go to Don C and Eli. Let's hear the outside opinion on this game. Don C.
That game was horrible.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Don C. Before you go, I was on Lewis's watch along. If anyone watched it, right before the game, I joined like 30 minutes before kickoff. Do you want to know who was on that stream?
Who?
Daniel.
Oh yeah,
on the mic talking.
All happy. There's no Wi-Fi connections. All happy and giddy, right? He said he'll join at halftime. Didn't see him for
yes,
the rest of the game. And then he's on Twitter crying about people being angry about Sanchez and Chalobah, and he's Maresca out now, saying Maresca's a cuck and all these things. So cool.
Hasn't he
whatever.
always
It is what
been
it
kind
is.
of that
But-
Maresca out person?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also a pussy.
It's you know what it is. One of those type of things. It's like
all I'm saying is when I, like this is SDO, Sanchez Defense League, Chalobah Defense League.
Sanchez Defense League is nasty
That's
work.
right.
I
He's had
never thought I would
Chalobah
hear that in
and
my
Sanchez
life.
in his profile
Sanchez
pictures and stuff.
Defense
Yes.
League.
Bro, he
He
was
also-
Maresca
he
out.
also-
He was
he
Maresca
also
out in
rate-
It's like
December.
He also
Garnacho
rated-
Defense
he
League.
also-
Yo,
he
terrible
also
that
rate-
sounds.
Who done
Wait,
that?
Get
Who
out.
done
what?
that?
No,
Like,
actually,
Who done that?
John C,
No,
imagine a
I've
Who's that?
Zinchenko
Who's that?
Defense League.
I've seen a few tweets
Like a
of what he's done
ZDL
about
or whatever.
Garnacho. He kind of rates Garnacho. I've seen a few tweets. Gallagher he rated. Mason Mount he rated. Lampard when he was manager and he got sacked in 2020, he still defended this guy. This guy defends every manager Chelsea have had, but with Maresca is where he draws the line. He defended Poch. He defended Potter. Maresca is where you want to draw the line.
He was Maresca
Whatever.
out in December when we were second, by the way.
Yeah, but then when we ended the season, you remember when we ended the season
It's
before the
not
Club
us. It's
World
not
Cup?
us anymore.
Do you guys
It's
remember
these
before we
guys.
ended the
It's
season
not
and the
us
Club World
anymore.
Cup?
Don't
Before the
you?
Club World Cup, remember the end of season on Mud Brothers? Remember he was in the chat and we had to
Mhm.
press him for him to
Yeah.
admit that we've actually had a good season, right?
Yeah,
And then he said he'll give
admitted it.
Maresca the benefit of the doubt, and then he put a tweet out saying that, and then now
Yo, from that
all-
time, that even that admittance didn't feel genuine. I felt like he was
Yeah.
still Maresca.
exactly. But all I'm saying is, right? You know how you guys say I'm king of receipts because I see everything. I see everything. But whatever. I'm still angry, but I'm done talking. So Dante, you go.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say that game was fucking horrible, mate. It was a horrible watch. Like, the best thing about that was the waterlogged pitch, because at least it made the ball and the game a lot more entertaining. But take my gender aside, yeah. Do you know what, right? I know, Sheik, you were saying it's 60% Maresca's fault, 40% Sanchez's fault.
55% Sanchez.
45%. So
45%.
55, 45, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's 95% Maresca's fault. Because Maresca picked Sanchez and he continuously picked Sanchez. Yeah. When the ball went over the top, we all knew that Maresca would never let them score a goal. So what's the obvious thing for him to do? Take the man out. Because, like, if you ask any other Chelsea person, they'll say that he's a bozo at best. So what he did was to be expected, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Expected.
So this is why I can only give him 5%, because we know what he's gonna do. But who keeps picking him? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said 95%. And also, when you look at the substitutions that went on, because even I knew that Palmer's been injured since the Club World Cup. Any fucking idiot could see it. He's been playing in pain. That's why he hasn't played in 90 minutes or hasn't played back-to-back games. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? But then Maresca takes him off and two other attacking players, which I don't understand. I get it if, let's say, a defender got a red card or a midfielder got a red card. I understand him taking off a striker or an attacking player to try and add more defense to the team. But you already had an injured player, or let's say he's like 60% injured, 65% injured. You take him off, but he was the last one of the trio to come off. That's what I don't understand. And this is why I said I give Maresca 95% blame on this one. 95%. Because you see Man United, and this is with no disrespect. Like I said, I'm putting my gender aside just for this one moment. Right? Man United are piss poor. Yeah, at the best of times. The only time they've scored more than 2 goals was when they had the penalty shootout in Grimsby. That's the only time. Right?
Seriously.
And like,
Burnley, yeah, Burnley. That's
and
about
Burnley
it.
say.
Yeah, that's about it.
And so
Burnley's championship side, yeah.
So it's not like I'm trying to tell you things that hasn't already happened. You man don't score goals. You hit me? That's one thing that's guaranteed with you, man. You don't score goals, yeah. And Bruno's gonna run around doing nothing for fucking 85 minutes and maybe get a goal. That's things that's guaranteed to happen. So a 10-man Chelsea literally playing the best team that they can actually have on field, would have still beat you lot. But Maresca took it out of their hands by taking 3 of their best attacking players off. Right? 3. Yeah. I understand if he took one off now, yeah, let's say a Palmer, kept the other 2 on, and then after 50, 60 minutes, it would have still been about 1-0, maybe 2-0. You know, you still could be in there. But guess what? On a counter attack, you man were there because you man were wide open. It was unbelievable. Yeah. The Casemiro red card, that just papered over a lot of cracks because you lot in midfield was wide fucking open. Yeah. But then how are they going to counter attack? With what pace? With what skill? With who? Yeah.
That's why I was critical of Enzo, because he had 2 instances where he had a choice to make. One when Sanchez gets sent off, one when Casemiro gets sent off. When Casemiro gets sent off, you have a choice to make as well. You can change the game.
Yeah.
And the second half showed it. You guys were all over us in terms of possession. I can't tell you one clear chance you made.
Not my guys. Them guys.
These guys were all over us in that second half. Before it was just like I said, 27% possession. I can't remember a chance we created in that second half.
No, it's true. It's like,
but the Bruno one, that's it, and that was a mistake from Reece. That's it.
And the goals we did get were fucking scrappy as fuck.
Yeah, like goals that we get, the goals that we got. Look at the goals that we scored. Where Bruno was when he tapped that ball in. And then the Casemiro header, the Casemiro one, low-key, Reece is at fault for that one. How are you just letting Luke Shaw just jump there? Why is Jurgensen also not coming off his line to punch the ball? Avoidable goals. Guys, we don't score open play goals, and you guys let us score 2 open play goals in that game.
And the thing is, it's like I said, 10 man, how they played in the second half with 10 against 11, they were actually the better team. This is why I say that the whole emphasis was on Maresca. We all know that friggin' Sanchez is a bozo. There was 2 keepers last season, right? They were back-to-back bozos, right? There was Onana and Sanchez. When they were playing, we're thinking, what the fuck is going to happen this week?
Our team.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's like, oh, the God, we know he's going to run around, flick his hair, do nothing. Yeah, there's certain things that's guaranteed in life. So we all know that. So, like I said, the red card, I wasn't expecting anything less, especially when I saw the ball go over the top. Yeah. I know Chelsea fans was hoping that it was offside, but no, it wasn't even that. Yeah. It's just everything afterwards. It's the reaction that the manager made. I think he panicked right now. Yeah,
100%.
To take off those players, because even with 10 men, and like I say, no agenda, them man are a lot better than what you know. Yeah, a hell of a lot better, even with 10 men, and we saw that in the second half. So to be honest, for you not to even come out the game 2-1 winners, right? Knowing that you man haven't scored more than 2 goals in against a Premier League. Now, okay, let me articulate this better. You lot haven't scored more than 2 goals in against a Premier League top 4 team. In years. Yes, right? Last time I think it was against, was it City?
When we beat them last season, that's about it.
Yeah, last season, and I'm talking about years now, right? Years. Okay, the last time we did it was probably when Rashford was hot. Yeah.
Yep.
That's like 4.5 years ago now, right? So So when I'm seeing that, right, and I'm seeing the fact that you man scored 2 goals, I was like, okay, I was just waiting for the Chelsea fight back, because you man scored those 2 goals exactly in the right time. First 2 goals was it the first half, right?
It was like
Chelsea was in shock.
Kind of after the red card, basically.
That's what made him panic, I think.
After the red card, when we scored the 2 goals too, like I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, if Casemiro doesn't get sent off in that second half, I'm still a little bit worried, but I'm like, okay, all we have to do really is just control the game. We're a man up, just keep the ball. We were all critical of our team too, because we were playing hoofball quite a lot in that first half and giving the ball away foolishly. I think a lot of what we just needed to do was just control it a little bit more. And the criticism that I had was we possibly could have scored more than 2 in that first half when we were up by that extra man. And that's why
Casemiro gets sent off.
Yeah, and then Casemiro gets sent off, and we go into that second half with already the worry that I had, even if we had 1 man up, makes it even worse. And I already know how we are in that second half. I've spoken about it so many times. Only against Manchester City or bar Manchester City, every other game we folded in the second half. Fulham's manager, Marco Silva, he's literally talked about it, about how our midfield is, the problems that we have. Other managers can see like the gaps that we have in our midfield. And that's why I was just with Don C critical of Enzo Maresca, because I just think there were two different choices where you could have made differences in that game. And you know, everybody in the world knows about how this Manchester United team is. Everybody. You've seen how we performed against Grimsby. You've seen how we even played against Arsenal. And Arsenal is an example of that game, where all you have to do is, you know, be of a certain level. We can go 1-0 up and then just hit for the rest of the game. And in that second half, we didn't do shit against them either. And they just sat back, and that's it. And it's one of those type of games where I just think, again, I was, before this game, I wasn't even doing this whole convincing thing of convincing Chelsea fans you're going to win. I just gave my own thoughts. I looked at my team and I'm like, yeah, if you guys play normally without all these type of mistakes, you will beat us. I did not think Sanchez would get sent off in the fifth
sent
minute.
off in the
I did not
minute or some shit.
I did not think Enzo would take off both his wingers right after a red card. I did not think he would bring on Gusto at the end of the game and keep Gittins and Garnacho on the bench. As much as I was sitting there, and I can sit here and shit on Garnacho as much as I want, it was clear as evident as day that, okay, if you don't want to bring on Gittins, bring on Garnacho just because of the history of the whole situation. He doesn't rate our club. Our fans don't rate him. You could see what we were chanting. Who's that twat from Argentina? Like, they're literally singing that when the game was over. And you know he has a point to prove to this club. So you bring him on just for that. You bring him on.
That is Pierce.
Just for that. And then, like, come on. Like, that's why those type of things is just like, I just don't understand why.
No, I don't get it either. He made him warm up on the sideline sheet to get booed and then didn't bring him on. I don't understand that. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's just like, you'll hear about when praise needs to be given to managers for making certain decisions, there's always praise. But when things don't certainly go right, I think you do have a right to criticize.
Agreed.
And yeah, again, it's just like, I just don't get it. But it is what it is. Eli, we'll hear from you. I know we've done an hour on this team, and we have another team that we have to get to. But Eli, we'll hear from you. Your thoughts on this game overall.
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. I didn't fucking watch it. I already knew it was gonna be dead. I knew it was gonna be dead. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just watch the highlights. And lo and behold, what did I say? It was gonna be dead. Mm-hmm. And I saved myself a hell of a lot of time. But yeah, it was what do you expect? Mm-hmm. What do you expect? Chelsea go to Man United and lose again. Happens every year. So I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, but I thought it was gonna be a draw. But you know, Sanchez did a madness and got sent off and completely, you know, threw that game off kilter. But I will say this. Had that game gone on maybe 10, 15 minutes longer, probably would have ended up in a draw. So
yeah, we're holding on.
Yeah, we're going.
But just another week, another shite performance from Man United, another unfortunate performance from Chelsea. You know, Chelsea got sabotaged by their manager. You know, but other than that, I mean, I ain't got really too much else to say about the game.
All good, because I know something that you will have some too much to say on, and we will revert over to that topic. Quick little transition, you know.
Oh god!
So we'll go over to the red side of London, where we have another manager. This is what I'm saying. Today's episode is Spooby. Like, we sit back and we got the win, and we get to just hear these guys talk about.
I haven't felt this in so long. They come on mob robes and
when does this happen? Genuinely, when does this happen? But here we are with another club, with another situation of a similar kind, where we have a manager doing things that he does absolutely best. Can I say here and ask all of you guys, were we surprised by this? Were we? He did this at Anfield. I'll tell you this, though. I was actually a little bit surprised, and I'll tell you why. Because to do this at home, I get it. Okay, at Anfield,
bro. I told you, Sheik. No. Stop this, Sheik. I told you. I told you last week, bro. I literally told you.
It's Anfield. I'm scared of Anfield. I cut him.
Sheik. I told you. But I told you, bro. Think of the most negative negative lineup that you could think of. He's going to put that out there. And what did he do? The most negative lineup that he could, he put out there. What did I tell you, man?
Let me ask you, Eli and Doncy, did you guys sign Eze to play against Forest and Brighton and all these teams? Because it looks like in the 2 big 6 games that you've played so far, he hasn't started in either of them. So why did you sign Eze? Because also, while you have signed Eze, I know another player who, by the way, started in both those games on that right-hand side. Goes by the name of Nonri Matchweek.
Hey, you know what, Sheik?
He wasn't doing
this guy, he think he's about to get away with this madness, man. Nah.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
the same.
Eli,
Hey, hold on.
Tell me,
The same reason we got these players, the Ezes and the Yalcarezes of the world, is the same reason you got the Cunhas, the Seskos, and all the other players that you got. They're not for this manager. Honestly, they're not. And you can see, like, he hates putting on Yalcarez. He's only putting him out there because he's under pressure to put him on. Now, Eze, for instance, if Odegaard was fit and healthy, let's keep it a buck. He would be playing. You know what I'm saying? He would not be playing Eze. This guy does not rate Eze. Case point, threw him under the bus first freaking game. Dude only came out for like what, 12, 15 minutes, threw him under the bus. Not a signing. Yet whenever Kai Havertz, scores a little stanky ass goal, out of nowhere, off some bullshit or whatever, he has the highest praise. You know what I'm saying? So obviously not a signing. In terms of the game, I mean, what else is there to say besides this guy's just negative, just ultimate negative, man. And even though he actually made changes early on, I'm not gonna give him his props because that's the lineup that should have started in the first place. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Like, Eze should have been starting in the 10. I honestly wouldn't have played Saka this game. I would have probably put Noni on the left, and I would have put Nwaneri on the right with Yalcarez in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have done. And if we would have took that game to City, we would have won. Because the only goal that they scored was off a lapse of concentration from our defenders. You know what I'm saying?
First
had that lapse not happened,
yeah, literally, and that's it. And
that's what I'm saying.
They sat back, which is something that I was also gonna get into, that we've never seen from Pep before. Did you see the amount of defenders that he brought on? It was literally CP. What was the formation?
5-5-0.
5-5-0. Literally 5-5-0. And it's just, again, if I was an Arsenal fan and I look at that Liverpool game, I just see similarities. Arteta was a cuck. He was again at home this time. I can't believe this. At home, you're scared of a team at home. They're coming to your home. By the way, this is the same team you slapped 5-1 last season. You slapped him 5-1. Slapped him. Doing all these celebrations with Lewis Skelly and all that. All this whole humble thing was going on. Remember that whole conversation at that time? How Arsenal fans were giddy. 5-1, you slapped them. And now all of a sudden you're scared. When they have defensive problems, you're scared of Man City.
It's crazy, man.
You're scared of Man City when they have defensive problems. Someone make this make sense.
This is the time to go out and attack them. Like, we honestly could have took the game to them and probably smacked them upside the head because they weren't really on nothing. They really weren't.
When you played Forest, you played Eze. Cool. 3-0 victory. Everyone's happy. Great day in North London. 3-0 victory. Clean sheet. This and that. Everyone, assist. Eze gets an assist. What's the fucking point? If you're not going to put him in these big games, why did you sign him? Why did you spend that money to sign him? You just didn't have to sign him then, because it looks like Madueke, the player that you signed, is the one who's playing in all these games.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. That assist, Odegaard can never, bro. Odegaard would never.
Cold, by the way, I've not actually seen Odegaard make an assist like that. Maybe I could
be wrong
because I don't really watch Arsenal games like that either. But I've not seen him make an assist like that. And again, which tells me once Eze comes on, even Saka, Saka wasn't the best in this or whatever, but it made a big difference. Big difference. Had you I'm not even saying start Saka. I'm with Eli on that. He's just come back from injury. All those conversations we had with Saka in the past. Cool. You have backup for him. You signed squad depth for him. So I saw certain Arsenal fans always say that we have the best squad depth in the league, right? I've heard all those type of things. But why are these guys not playing? Why is Ethan still coming on in the 80th minute past that when you need a goal? Like I just don't get it, bro. It makes no sense. And this is the year where you're meant to win a league. You're supposed to challenge. And he's throwing it away in certain games. You guys could have beaten Man City. I had predicted a 3-1 Arsenal. I thought you guys were going to beat Man City. And you guys could have beaten Man City because Man City were not good. They also shit the bricks. They also got scared. That's why he brought on.
No, it's not could have, Sheik. We should have. We should have.
Yeah.
It's not could have. We should have.
Should have. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like any manager worth their salt is licking their lips when they see Man City come up against them. You know what I'm saying? They any attacking team worth their salt wants to play against Man City right now. Because they their defense right now is just not the best. Like outside of Donnarumma, it's looking long. Because I think that's probably why Pep signed him too, was because they was leaking too much at the back. They needed a shot stopper, instead of somebody that was good with their feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they got Donnarumma. And you see, like, dudes coming off of crosses and like commanding his penalty area, bro. Like that team is completely different in the box now. But outside of that, it's pretty like you saw what Martinelli did against their defense. You know what I'm saying? Just that one ball from Eze over the top. Martinelli kills it. Boom, goal. Lob the keeper. That's how you get Man City every single time. Like it's not hard to play against them. It really isn't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand why this guy feels the need to be so negative and divisive. You know what I'm saying? Just play a little bit of attacking football, man. Just take your handbrake off and let your players play. And then maybe we'll actually start winning games instead of drawing all the damn time. But yeah, that's me. That's me. That's all I got.
Right now, you look at like Liverpool too, right? Like, of course, 5 out of 5 wins for them. They're winning games just left and right. They've not also had good performances. Like, they've also looked like a team where they're just somehow able to get wins, and you're competing against a team where we all have seen this in past title races where you don't have to play well or have good performances, but you do enough to get over the line. Like, just like how they played against Burnley when they got that penalty in the last minute. Did enough, I guess, to get over the line. Right now, if that gap becomes, as big as it probably could become with Arsenal and Liverpool, it's going to be tough for you guys to catch up because if and when they do start clicking, when Vert starts clicking for them, when Isak starts clicking for them, when all these different players do start clicking for them and they just become a lot more stronger than they currently are, it's going to be very, very tough to catch them. When you guys do eventually play them later on too, it'll be at the Emirates. Who knows? It could be a completely different Liverpool. It might be crunch time at that time too. So it's like these type of games and just having this type of mentality, I just don't get it. After spending all this money, after all these years, having this type of mentality still just makes no sense to me. You're still scared to go up against Big Six teams. But then some Arsenal fans out there will always talk about their record against Big Six teams. We don't lose against Big Six teams. We don't do this. We don't do that.
Yeah, because half the damn time we're drawing.
Yeah, because you're drawing a lot of them. That's really why. And that's not good enough. I think Liverpool try to go to certain places to be like, yeah, we'll try to get a draw from this. No, they go to win.
Bro, that's just think we turned 4 or 5 of those draws last year into wins. Easily win the league. It's crazy.
Has Pep ever in the past gone to certain places in title races? And when we've seen in the past against Liverpool, has he actually ever gone to Anfield in the past and been like, I want to go and set up for a draw? He's actually gone to Anfield most of the time, even in those title races, to get a win. Most of the time. All the time, honestly, I would say. I've not really can remember a time where he's gone and they've been like, yeah, we were trying to play for a point. And that's the difference. Just don't get it. How can it makes no sense to me, bro. But Dauncey, your time to cook. I know you're waiting. Your time to cook. Look at Spoobs. He turned his camera on for this.
I want to see this.
Yeah. Okay, fuck Arteta.
Before you go, can I get some popcorn first?
Make sure you guys also run up the likes as well and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you guys have it. We're 1 hour and 26 minutes in. And 1 hour and 26 minutes in, and honestly, the show's just about to get started. Here we go.
Hey, just before we go, Eli, what after seeing all the games and stuff like that, what are you predicting finish? What, second, third?
Bro, I'm predicting we ain't doing shit unless Arteta either changes his mentality and plays attacking football, or he just gets the fuck out. Other than that, we ain't doing nothing. So league finish don't even matter because it ain't gonna be worth shit with him in charge. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in even speculating. Just like if y'all keep Amarim, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got you. Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hello, Dante. Hello.
Arteta out. That's it. Arteta out. He's a fucking monster.
Arteta.
What do you mean?
Oh man, that is not even Arteta. I'm gonna call him by his government name, Mikel Arteta. Get the fuck out of my club.
Super duper
Yeah?
weak.
How fucking dare you play 7 defensive players at the Emirates? I don't understand that. Yeah, it's funny because when I saw the lineup, I was at my little cousin's house. She just turned 16. Yeah, so it was her birthday. So I thought, let me watch that shit with my family. And I was limited to what I can say because I crash out a lot. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
You have to keep some decorum. I hear it. It's some
piece
decorum
of
and all that,
shit
you know?
of a fucking lineup. Yeah. Excuse my language, right? I was like, we're playing at home. Yeah. This Man City team is piss poor. Yeah. This is nowhere near a Pep side. Nowhere near a Pep side. This is just the best of every other player. That's what it seemed like it was. Haaland is not in form as he used to be. Bernardo Silva is coming up to a geriatric. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Their best player is probably Donnarumma. Yeah. Probably Donnarumma. Yeah. So
no, I want to make a special shout out to Jeremy Doku as well. I do want to make a special shout out to him.
Fuck Beetlejuice.
He has been playing well this season. And
Fuck
I see it, Jeremy Doku. Fuck Manchester City, but I see Jeremy Doku. I do. I see it.
Like I said, fuck Beetlejuice.
Man likes Sudoku.
I ain't got time for that pussy. Yeah. Look, right.
Fair enough.
You see, when it comes to Arteta, it's these decisions that make me cannot stand this motherfucker. Right? It's not that I'm a negative fan. I really ain't. I'm a Arsenal do better over everything. Yeah, over every fucking thing. And then Arteta is the gift that keeps on giving. It's like Arteta is playing for the rest of you, man. Yeah, all of the ops. You hit me. He's making all of you happy. How the fuck can we construct one of the best teams in the Premier League? Yeah, because I believe that we got a better team than Man City. I'm not saying we've got better individuals, but as a team, I know that we have a better team than Man City. Yeah, and that's including man on the bench because a team is just not the first 11. Yeah, before any idiot wants to say something, Scooby. Right?
They're missing like players. This, right? They're missing Marmoush. Marmoush on the pitch in that first half. Who knows? Maybe it's 2-0.
No. Did you know what? Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Pitch, who knows? Maybe it's 3-0.
They played Rodrigo and Bernardo Silva in midfield. That's no way near. They haven't got the legs. You know what I'm saying? They haven't got the fucking legs. And then we play Moreno there. In Moreno, bro, the man always does his best mannequin challenge every fucking time that he's in.
The beast.
You want to should I give people 2 fun facts?
Yeah.
Go on. We like fun facts.
One is apparently Arsenal have only won 1 game where Moreno and Declan Rice have started together. 2, do you remember that? Was it the game winner? Bruce Nelson scored off the bench.
Yeah. I think it was against Brentford or something like that.
Yeah, like 2 seasons ago.
Better.
Yeah.
Since that game, Arsenal have not won a game in the Prem where you went down first.
Yeah. I believe that, bro. Yeah. And
also another thing, no player under Arteta has scored more than 15 goals in the league.
Yeah, I also believe that as well. Okay. Prime.
I'm sorry.
Let me show you something here. When it comes to attacking,
Sneezing it.
yeah, like when Arteta comes to attacking and actually tries to move forward, yeah, he's a track runner. He runs faster than this guy. Yeah. That's who he's run faster than.
Which
yeah.
guy?
Let me show
Which
you
guy
again,
don't
big
see-
screen. This guy, yeah.
Oh my.
When Arteta has
Oh
to
my
attack,
God.
he doesn't know how to attack. He
A milk carton.
I say the best form of attack is attack. Yeah, Arteta thinks the best form of attack is to defend. It's to fucking defend, right? I'm never gonna
Reverse
defend
psychology. He does the
Yeah?
reverse psychology.
this guy.
thing.
Bro.
He's too smart for us.
The thing is, yeah, you see, like the majority of my fans is still backing this thing because they're so fucking simple. It's unbelievable. They're talking more about the fact that like he didn't play fucking Eze, right? A fucking baller. They're still talking about the fact that we dominated fucking Man City when they didn't have an attacking presence on the field in the second half after the 67th minute. They're still talking about that shit. Cool. Martinelli scored a goal. I don't care. You're shit. You're a bench guy. To be honest, that's
What
your
a finish.
fucking job off the bench. This is what I'm saying. I don't care if it's what a finish because that shows you, yeah,
It's Donnarumma's fault though. He should've
what
never
lack of a
come off
brain
the
that
line.
fucking Martinelli has, right? Because an instinct, like a player with instinct, yeah, that doesn't need to think, scores those kind of goals, right? When it's time for him to play on the left fucking wing in his position, he ushers the ball out, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ushers the ball out, bro. You get me? So I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, well he scored 2 goals in this game, then we fucking win the match. So what am I spraying Liverpool for?
Better done a little.
If he came on and scored 2 goals, or got 1 assist or played well for whatever fucking 10 minutes that he was on, then do you know what, right? I would have said, great game, my son, yeah? Like on to the next one, and I wouldn't go at you. You know what I'm saying? He scored 1 good goal. 1 fucking good goal. But
Didn't
guess
pick the
what?
ball
yeah?
up. Didn't pick the ball up. We were done.
We had Eze on the field. That's why he scored a goal. Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes the assist is better than the goal. Should tell you why? Because like Eli said, right, who is playing those balls for us forward? Yeah,
True.
and we bought Eze to play in a number 10. Yeah, to be our maverick. Yeah, to do those kind of balls. When's the last time? Okay, the last time I saw someone even switch balls, right, was last season in the fucking Real Madrid match, and that was Declan Rice. Before
Like,
then,
bro, why
I
is
can't actually
Trossard
remember.
playing too? Why is Trossard playing?
Yeah, why is he starting, bro? Bro, do you know what I was
Trossard
getting
in
to, bro?
2025.
Bro,
This
I
is
was
a guy
getting
who
to
was
it,
going to
man.
be sold. I'm pretty sure he
Mate.
was going to be sold.
He was supposed to be sold, yeah, but because we didn't get the Rodrigo, he stayed. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what the
Cool,
fuck?
innit? You're a
So-
bench guy. Sit on the fucking bench, bro. Yeah, I
He
would
got a
rather
pay
Dalman
rise. He got
start
a
on the
pay rise,
fucking
sorry.
right hand side. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka, cool. Saka, I didn't want him to start. I didn't want him to play, but I'd rather Dalman start on the right, on the left hand side. And by the way, can start on the right, or one year we start in the middle. Because what's the difference in anything that he done? We didn't win that game. Cool, we didn't lose that game, but for
Like,
me,
there are
it's
actually so
2
many
points
different
drop, bro.
options you could have gone with. You could have
Yeah?
played Ethan.
Okay.
You could have played like
Sheik,
Nani
let me
on the
show you this,
left-hand
yeah?
side. Yeah.
Let me show you this. Between the fucking Man United, the Liverpool and the Man City game, right? In my opinion, we dropped 4 points. In my opinion, we dropped 4 points because of this pussy Arteta, right? Because this pussy Arteta is so fucking scared, yeah, to play fucking attacking players. So what's the point of buying them? Yeah, bro, you might as well try and buy the next Fellaini then. You know what I'm saying? And play him like striker. Oh shit, he did in Havertz.
Hey, big up Fellaini.
You know what I'm saying? But at least Fellaini had talent. You get me? Worst comes to worst, he pull man down by his hair.
Super sub.
Right. The thing
It
is,
was Fellaini back then. It's Maguire
okay,
now.
players like Supermendy, right? I can't even go at him, bro, because he was the only one that was trying to take the ball out of the net and to start while these fucking pussies were celebrating that bum fucking blood clot pussy idiot's goal. Yeah. The only player, I wanted us to win that match, yeah. Arteta wanted us to fucking still be in it when we clearly have the better team. Because, when we attacked, right, did Man City look assured in as a team? Yes, they did. They were very compact. And you could see that they was trying to get us on a counter-attack, then fucking change it up as quick as possible. Don't tell me at half-time they say, oh yeah, Madueke had an injury. I think that's just a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He know he fucked up again. right? And this time he thought, you know what, yeah, let me take off an injured player and bring on a half injured player to replace him. So why don't you just start him in the first place if that's the case? And play him a half. Why didn't you do that? Why must we continuously see this fucking Moreno in midfield? He is shit in midfield. Why must we see it, bro? Him and Declan Rice and Zubimendi clearly don't work. Because against the two big teams that we played with them there, yeah, it hasn't done us any favors. It's nullified everything that we are about. We are a fucking football playing team on the floor, passing, fucking moving. But this man's going to make me pass out from fucking Rant's blood. I'm tired of fucking Arteta. Do you know what, yeah? Right? You see the stats that you man gave, right? Do you know why I believe it? Because I see it with my own eyes. He won't drop Odegaard unless he's injured. He won't play Eze in his preferred position. He won't even give Ethan fucking Kettle minutes. Kettle minutes, bro. Kettle minutes is 3 minutes. Like, he doesn't even do that on one year on an average. Yeah, I'm tired, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, Mikel Arteta, right? I wanted to back him because I wanted that whole nostalgia thing of you played for our club. Do you know what? Right? I wanted that sentimental thing, right? But this dude, right, gaslighted every single one of us. Every single one of us Arsenal fans. Yeah, trust the process. Don't worry. We're going to bring the glories day back to fucking Arsenal. What? Are you talking about George Graham glory days? Because that's what I'm seeing. All I see is defense, bro. Yeah? You man complained about what having Chelsea having 6 defenders on against Man City, but the difference is you man fucking started off the game with attacking threat. You only played that many defensive players on because you lost a player and Maresca got shook. Yeah, my man started 2 of the 4 biggest games. No, sorry, 3 of the last 3 biggest games with 3 fucking CDMs. Make that make sense. And every single one of those games, the moment you take off Moreno and fucking play a number 10, then you start attacking, bro. How the fuck does that even make sense, bro? How can you not see it? And you know what, yeah? For those people who think that fucking Arteta can't change it up, yeah? Just look at the fact that he took off Timber and put on Martinelli. So you can play with a back 3, right? Because when you're willing to fucking do things what suits you, that's when you do it. Yeah, so you can play a back 3, but no one's speaking about that, are they? They're talking about Martinelli scoring a goal. You're telling me that Martinelli coming on didn't fuck up Arteta's tactics? Of course it did, because he doesn't know how to handle fucking 3 attacking players. And then my man turns around and says that, yeah, but no one complained when we with our midfield with Athletic Bilbao. Are you fucking stupid? You see this guy, yeah? I don't know what's wrong with him. I swear, he must be an AI. He can't be real blood. He can't be a real person because no fucking sensible human being will continuously do that. You can see that the fucking attack, for you to attack and attack well, you need a number 10. You need someone in the heart of midfield. We can't always rely on the fucking wingers that we have because one is nonsense number 20. He has 2 good games, 4 bad games. Yeah, the other one is fucking Trossard, retire, go to a fucking geriatric home. Yeah, then off the bench we have fucking Martinelli, bro. Come on, man. Like Martinelli, Garnacho, they're one in the same people. Like one's Argentinian, one is fucking Brazilian shit. It is what it is. Yeah, man. We all know they don't last long in football terms. You get me? So like now it's their football terms has come early for them, man. There, yeah. The other one is a fucking Spanish fraud. He's supposed. Oh yeah, but he done well for Spain. Well, fuck off back to Spain then. That, bro, that's my mentality. I haven't got time for this sentimental value, bro. It's been 20 plus years, bro, since we won. We even came close or challenging for a fucking league, bro. Yeah. Let's put it out there. We've never won a Champions League, and then people want to still back this fucking fraud. Yeah, but the season's not over. You man said that last season. And the season before, and the season before, and the season before, and the last fucking 20-year seasons before that, yeah? How did that work out for you fucking frauds? Yeah? And I'm a negative fan. Look, okay, let me show you this. Yeah, I'm a parent and I've been a parent for many years. If I told my kid they were doing fucking good, right? They were doing so good. I was fucking like a silver, like, oh, you lot are doing so well, yeah. And you're fucking failing fucking course, yeah. I'm a fucking bad parent, yeah. It's the same thing with Arteta. And then he's gaslighted and he wants to come out in press conferences. I don't know what's worse, right? His team selection or the fact that he has the nerve to say that kind of bullshit in the press conference afterwards. I don't know what's worse. And people are still lapping it up. Oh, but then do you know what? Yeah, we got Newcastle, so we might be able to do better. We're still in the fucking Premier. I mean, in the Champions League. Oh, Liverpool's only 5 points ahead of us. It's always only. I don't trust this dude, bro. I don't trust him at all, bruv. He is a dog shit manager, yeah, to win anything. It's like this, yeah. You see the girlfriend before the wife. He's the girlfriend, yeah. He's the one that you make your mistakes with, and like
get everything out the way.
And cheat on 20 fucking million times because you know what, you like her, but you don't really like her. You want to be with her, but you don't want to be with her. So you're like, you know what, you're too much headache. Fuck off, and then you get your wife. He is that, yeah. He's not even Kelly. He's Michelle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's Destiny Child settings, right? Bro. Do you know what? This dude is horrible for my club. Yeah, he sickens me every single time I even hear his voice. And the fact that I'm in so many Arsenal groups now, yeah, that I still have people backing him. Right? I still have people like when we win, this dude is always coming back. And when we lose, this dude runs away. That's why 1-800 call Sheet TV to find this dude. I am tired of this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like a civil war in Arsenal, bruv. Yeah, and the thing is, people like me are being called toxic and negative because we speak the truth. It's like watching the Matrix all over again. Them man, they're on their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? While the rest of us here are trying to fight the blood clot machines. I'm sick and tired of fighting them, bro. And guess what? The head of the snake, right, is Arteta because he's the one that's doing this. He's the one that's continuously playing these players. Like the thing is, yeah, when we go on with 7 defensive players, don't you know we've already lost the game? We're just trying to catch up and win now. And the moment that he puts on like ballers now, players in midfield that can actually pass and move, we score. Who would ever knew that would happen? I didn't. Sheik didn't. Scoops, I'm not too sure. Prime, I know
attacking player on. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows putting on a number fucking 10? Yeah, and then we got this pussy called AK. Yeah, Mr. Oh yeah, well we got him off a 4P. Like, there's no one better than Pep. Yeah, do you know what? Pep is an amazing amazing manager, but your team is shit. And to be honest, Arteta, right? I hope that he leaves next season, goes back to Man City, bro. You know what I'm saying? Please return to sender. You know what I'm saying? I will buy you the first class stamp, rude boy. Fuck that, I will pack your bags and I will carry them all the way down to Manchester. Even if I have to walk 1,000 miles, I will fucking do that shit, blood. Yeah? Because I'm tired, blood. It's draining, man. Every single week I'm talking the same fucking thing. Yesterday, what was it, yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, me, Flawless, and Eddie, right? And Jez was on his show. Eddie asked me, what do I think the team's going to be and how do I think they're going to play? Why did I name every single player that's going to play and exactly how it was going to play and how it went? Yeah? I'm not a football coach, bro. I've got no badges. But I know an idiot when I see one. Shall I tell you why? Because I've got 2 eyes and a fucking brain. I've seen this so many times. This is why when these men call out their managers and they're talking their shit, apart from Scooby, I actually can sympathize with them, right? Because they got 2 eyes and a fucking brain. You get what I'm saying? Last thing to say, Arteta, trust me, when you leave my club, I've got a bottle of Patron. I'm going to fucking drink that on stream when you're gone, you fucking dirty piece of shit. Get out of
Piece of shit.
Patron Don C, let's go.
Damn, son. Damn.
That was wow.
Don's not happy. He's not happy.
Nah, bro, pissed off, man. Pissed off.
1-800
Hey,
Sheet
listen,
TV, people, don't forget.
Listen, I concur with everything Don C was saying. some bullshit. We got to put up with this nonsense, man. 6 years. 6 years, and man want to bring up, oh, well, this is, no, 6 years. 6 years of this nonsense we've been going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. Don C's tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous that, you know, we still got
I'm not
people
tired.
backing this nonsense. It's crazy. Like, I don't see 6 years of winning nothing. And y'all still talking about processes and talking about, you know, oh, give him time. No. This is it. This is the last year. If he don't win anything this year, he has to go. Simple as, you know. And it's really just him, honestly, because you put any other manager in charge of this team, like an Iraola or a Michel Sanchez or Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick. You give this team to any one of those managers, bro. We balling out. You know what I'm saying? It'll look like a completely different team. You know, so I'm not trying to hear this. Oh, Arteta is the savior. Oh, Arteta's he's gonna do it this year, whatever the case. I don't care. No, until he proves it to me that he can play attacking football, stop all this negative nonsense. He needs to go. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
No, fair enough. Rightfully so. Rest of the panel, Spoobs, CP, Prime when he does come back as well. Open discussion. For
CV, you gotta go or
open discussion for you guys. So,
Prime?
I think Eli said that like there's no supporters of this manager or there shouldn't be, but I think I speak for me, Prime, and Spooby and Sheik. We are massive supporters of our
Oh, fuck yourself. You got my
Oh,
respect.
hey man, it's true. It's so true. He's just a pragmatic manager, you know.
Yeah.
You know, he went. You know, City are a big team.
You know, Prime.
I mean, it's all
first
good.
of all, don't
Yeah, Amorin. I'm Amorin. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep him in. You know, hey, always and forever.
Misery loves company, man.
Yeah,
Misery loves company.
Prime. Don't tell the Chelsea community the words I'm about to say. It's for banter purposes only. I'm just saying. I know about a certain manager who plays defensive football, but won leagues. You know, back to back when he arrived at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So defensive managers can do something. You know that's why I trust Mikel Arteta. I think Prime and Spooby and Cheek also think the same.
Of course I do.
and-
I say it at the end of my stream every single time. Arteta in. You think that's gonna change? You do. When Arteta's gone, I will still say Arteta in. Fuck
You know
that.
what? Yeah, Sheik, that's fucking like throwing stones at a glass house. You man got fucking someone that's worse than Eric Ten Hag.
I
You know
know
what
it's
I'm
okay.
saying?
That's
Go
okay.
at your
hey,
old
hey,
home
hey,
before
hey,
you
no,
come
hey,
through
hey,
to us.
My point is,
Go at
is
your old
that,
home
hey,
before
man,
you come
I'm
through to
with
us,
you.
bro.
I know a shit manager when I see one. Trust me, because I've
And
seen a lot of them.
Arteta's not one.
So, and Arteta's not
There you
one.
go, Spooby.
Arteta's not
Okay.
one.
Let me say this.
Exactly, Spoons.
He
You
is
get
a
the
good
point.
defensive
I know a
coach.
shit manager.
I will
when
give
see
him
one.
that. I will give him that. He's a good defensive coach. Outside of that, he ain't shit.
Who
He ain't shit.
Arteta lives by. Who said that once defense wins you league titles? Who said that? Arteta lives by that.
Yeah, Alex Ferguson.
Alex Ferguson, man.
Yeah, the greatest manager in history, in English history. I get that.
Yeah, see, Arteta's
Yeah.
just trying to follow the greatest manager
No,
in
but the
English
thing is,
history's
yeah,
footsteps.
okay, it's
You
like
know,
this.
like
Alex
he's trying to
Ferguson.
mimic him. You know, like
Alex Ferguson
trying to
was
be
a
defensive
bad man,
like.
yeah. Alex Ferguson, we can't chat to, bro. And the fact that they're even trying, I've heard people try to compare him to anybody, yeah. Like, okay, people, Arsenal fans, if you're gonna compare Arteta to anyone, compare to Harry Redknapp, because they won the same thing, right? The difference is Harry Redknapp didn't have to spend how many millions.
Well, Harry Redknapp, to be fair, never won the amount of community shields that Arteta won. So Arteta,
no.
And he didn't
You know
challenge as
what's
much.
crazy?
And he didn't
Don't say
challenge
no
the
to
league.
me. You guys say no to Arteta. Arteta said it himself.
No, I mean,
we
no.
can go down this hill. We can go down this hill again, Dante. I can play the clip.
Did Harry Redknapp do that?
In the clip, the reporter asked Arteta a question. Arteta, like he went back to him to correct him. He corrected him. He corrected him. The reporter said you only won one trophy. Arteta said no, we've won 3.
Yeah.
Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it, King. Speak on
Not
it.
me.
King.
It wasn't me. It was
Hey,
your
you know
man.
what's crazy? Hey, you know what's crazy? If Havertz starts up front, if he's available and not injured up front in that game, you win that game. You know that.
Yeah, I actually think you do as well.
Hey, you know what? Arteta's a criminal for
Mm.
even giving you that ammunition sheet.
Shut up.
He's
Shut
a
up, Kai.
criminal for
Shut
that.
up, Kai.
Hey,
Listen, man.
Sharky,
Yeah, we
mate,
have
Kai.
to.
come on.
Me and Spooby have to take advantage of this week. It's not. It
It's-
doesn't
Hey,
happen every
yeah.
week where every other panelist on Mud Brothers loses and we're the only winners. 3-point collectors. You know.
Hey,
Hey,
you
that's
know
muted.
what? Hey,
You're
at
muted,
least,
man.
at
You're
least,
muted.
at least one of our managers telling the truth. You know, he's taking y'all through suffering. You know,
True.
pain and suffering.
Yeah, but the suffering means more to Amram than us. That's what he, that's what he said. That's what he said. Also, Don, would you disagree with that? If Kai Havertz started up front for you that game, do you think you would win it?
Do you know what? I would even want to fucking think of fucking.
Why not though? Why?
No. Okay, listen to
It's
what I'm
your
saying.
manager's
Ask me a question.
inability to
Ask
get
me
to
a
get.
question. Allow me to answer it at least before you start butting in, Jimmy Neutron, you bastard. Yeah. Look here, I don't even want to think
Damn,
of a
Spooks.
world where we have Moreno in midfield, right next to Rice and Zubamendi and Havertz up front. I don't even want to think of a world, bro. Yeah, that's like honestly, I wouldn't even watch that match. I wouldn't, bro. I don't care the score. I wouldn't even watch that match because that would be the most horrible thing I've seen, bro. And I've seen some, and I've had some bad times as an Arsenal.
I'll do even one more better. If Gabriel Jesus started, would they have won the match?
Mm.
Where?
Wherever.
On the left.
Wherever.
On the left.
Wherever you pick. Yeah, on the left, sure. On the left.
If it was on the left, yeah. If it was on the left, yeah, I should tell you why. Because he would offer more than what Trossard did.
Hey, but why can't your manager get
and he can
Jokeres
also
involved?
drop into the 10 and play it as a full striker.
How many
Okay,
shots
so
did Jokeres have that game?
I have avoided speaking about Gyökeres, but
Who
the
fed
reason why
Gyökeres?
yes, nobody.
Yeah, no, I'm asking.
Service.
That's what I'm
He had
asking.
No service. He had no service in that first. Half.
No, he didn't have one shot on target.
There was no creativity for Arsenal in that.
Actually,
starting
one.
Can I take this talking point?
Go on,
Because
go on, Prime.
Don C and I actually had the conversation about Gyökeres before the season started. Remember? And Don Z actually made a good point about Gyökeres of because of the expectation of what he is, he should be getting 20. Which again, I understood, and I didn't press the point because Don C is actually quite logical. But I also know what the type of manager Arteta is, and he wasn't willing to adapt. And Gyökeres, Don C is also kind of right. Gyökeres will still bag goals because against the lesser teams in the league, he can quite easily bag. But once you play teams with some sort of quality about them that will stifle Arsenal, Arteta won't play the players, or at least play the style to be able to unlock those offenses to allow Gyökeres to bag for you guys. So I'm like,
well, that's what I said by Havertz. If Havertz
this is why he wanted. This is why he wanted Sesko. Sesko's 6'5". Like Sesko perfectly suits the way Arsenal want to play. Perfectly.
Yeah.
So does Walter. I don't know why Arsenal weren't linked to Walter. He actually suits how you play as well.
Nah, I would have, like I said, I would have gone for a João Pedro, honestly, I would have the year before I would have got Ivan Toney.
Speaking you know what I'm saying? You're going up against him next week. Yeah. A trip to St. James's Park is up for Arsenal.
Also, next. Arsenal's defense.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, if it gets peak at Newcastle, oh my day.
Also,
bro.
can I just say Arsenal's defense, right?
If you guys draw to Newcastle, ooh.
I want to ask something that's interesting.
Go on.
We all agree Arsenal have the best defense in the world, right? That's not
100%.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
it's a consensus. Well, it's a consensus amongst people. It's a consensus amongst people. Maybe not
generally,
us,
not even taking.
All right, how about this? Arsenal has one of the best defensive structures.
How
about that?
Yeah, I hear what that. Not even taking a piss.
Part of why your defense or defensive structure is so great is because you guys sit with.
It's because of Mikel Arteta.
You guys, but you guys sit before.
Because of Mikel Arteta, their defense.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
Of course. Don't you agree, CP?
No, I agree. Okay,
you don't just build a defense over one day, over one night.
You don't.
You know, it's great. You guys are still trying to do banter. I'm trying to have an actual conversation.
No, I'm not
even
bantering.
doing
I'm not.
banter.
What?
I'm
How's that
being
banter?
so genuine. I'm
How's
being
that
so
banter?
genuine. How's that
Because
banter?
I'll be real. I'm done with Arsenal banter. Like, it is what it is. But if we're having an actual
That's
conversation,
crazy.
He's
You
from
think
Arsenal
we're doing
banter now.
banter? I'm genuinely saying
no,
yeah.
I
Like, we
I
can't-
kind of am because it's no
Rome
fun.
wasn't
with Eli
built in
and
a
Doncic.
day. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Okay, cool. Regardless, your defense,
Yeah,
right, or your structure.
It took multiple years. You know, that's why there's so
Prime
many
wants to be all
phases.
serious now that he
I'm
lost.
sure
He's
I'm
all
sure-
serious
6,
now.
man.
Big up China. I'm sure the Great Wall of China wasn't built in a day.
One
Yeah, hey, the
second.
Taj
You
Mahal
don't want to
wasn't
say
built in a
Prime
day.
wants to be
No.
serious
Yeah,
because
it wasn't
he
built
lost.
in a day.
You might want to be serious because you won one fucking game, yeah?
Exactly.
Well,
Let us have
yeah,
our
next
fun.
week we back to
Let us
normal.
have our fun. And
No,
you can go back
no,
to banter us
because
next
you
week.
are shit.
It's not even
yeah?
that. We're not
You finished
bantering. I'm
15th last
just
season. To be honest, you might should be asking us for permission to talk. Yeah, regardless, you're still 11th.
Yeah, I know. Let us have our fun. Okay.
Yeah.
You can go back to bantering us the next
Maybe.
2
The
or
reason
3
why I
weeks.
just want to
Okay?
have a serious conversation is because with Donty and Eli, it's no fun. Like, we don't have a delusional Arsenal fan here to gaslight. It's no fun. So
That's true.
let's have an actual
That's
conversation.
true. They're
Your
Eli
defense,
and Don
your
aren't delusional.
structure,
That's a fact.
part of why it's so elite is because you guys sit with 4 center backs and at least 2 DMs in most games. Arteta isn't willing to like open up a bit more against certain sides, and I think it's because he doesn't trust your defenders individually be able to play certain times, say like 2v2 on a counter attack or 3v3 on a counter attack. I don't think he truly trusts your defenders from an individual standpoint. Because
Well, technically, it's three CBs and 1 CM. Because technically, Calafiori is a CM. He's not a left back or a center back. That brother cannot play defense.
Remember the shots he had that game?
I mean from a defensive point and how you guys set up.
Oh my days! There's one shot that he had.
Like,
oh my god!
I agree. But I'm just making that one amendment. We've been playing a CM at left back for the past 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, but regardless, like, it's still how you guys set up. I just think maybe because he just doesn't trust your players to be able to like open up a bit more and attack. But then again, if you guys don't open up and attack a bit more, you're never gonna know. The reason why we know
Van Prime, why would he trust his players when he doesn't even trust himself?
And yeah, I know. I'll get onto that. But the reason why we know Van Dijk is amazing in 1v1 situations is because we've seen like about 1 million of them now over the course of his time at Liverpool. But with Saliba and Gabriel, we don't really see them like isolated 1v1 a lot. That goal Haaland scored is because he was kind of able to isolate Gabriel on his own and get past it. Also,
because Saliba's had a bozo moment because Timber was literally on his right. All he needed to do was push out Haaland towards the left, right? But he let him have a straight run.
I know. I know why. But those situations with Arsenal don't happen often. And
no, with Saliba, it does more than often. With Saliba. Like Saliba, I believe Saliba should have never played this match. Because Mascara, I don't believe he was fit. He looked off the pace, bro. It was the wrong match to put him in. We needed to put him in.
Why Saliba was played was because it's a big game, and Arteta knew, especially how the Liverpool game went. He knew this was a must not lose. That's why, again, if you notice how the game went, right? Once Haaland came off, Arteta then brought on Martinelli. You guys got the equalizer, and then he brought on Mosquera to kill off the game. Like, I think I probably rate Arteta the most out of everyone here. I actually think he's a very good coach. I do rate.
You just said that me, CP, and Sheep were bantering. We were rating Arteta.
What is this nonsense?
I know. I've been saying this for years. I'm not bantering because I didn't laugh when I said it.
No.
Anyways, I actually think he's a very good coach. However, like, it's been like 2 years now where he's reached the ceiling at Arsenal. After that first year of challenging, when you were top for so long, and you bottled the league, that on its own is a sackable offense. You can't be top for so long and not cross the line. I don't care who you are. And the fact that he got an extra 2 years on top of that, and your fans continue to like defend the failure. This is why I talk about Arsenal and say you're not a big club. You don't behave
No, we're a
like
joke. We're a
the
joke.
fan base. Like for the first time in my life, Arsenal have actually, in terms of in the transfer window, you behaved like a big club. You spent the big money. You've got the big name striker. You've got the big name attacking midfielder. You spent the money, and yet your fan base still has this like weak mentality. This is not like for a club that's had the likes of Henry and Perez and all these great legends. The fan base doesn't match that. You guys can't talk about invincible.
Okay,
but yet
okay, Prime.
you're still defending a guy that like hasn't.
He's
shown
right, Don. See, you know,
across
did you
the
watch
line.
AFTV's reaction to that game when
They're
you got the
cel-
equalizer?
No.
They went fucking mad. They were fucking going
celebrating,
crazy.
and it's crazy. And then I'm watching match reactions, and people like Igal are trying to gaslight City fans, saying you guys celebrated the draw. Like, I think it's crazy because fine, you got the draw now, great. Is this going to take you any closer to winning this league? No. Will you win the Champions League? No. This is why when you guys signed Gyökeres and Flawless asked me what are my thoughts, I said, who cares? You're not winning the league anyway. You spent all this money, right? This is the best window Arsenal have had in forever, basically, and you're still not going to win a major trophy. And yet you guys still defend like this. Do you not feel this does not make you? I'm a rival. So I want you guys to fail. And even for me, I don't understand it. Like, are you not sick in the head? You've had your best window in forever, and yet you're no closer to winning the league than you were last season. You're no closer to it. You signed the best striker who scored 100 goals in the past 2 seasons. You signed one of the best attacking midfielders in this league, and you're no closer to winning the league.
I agree. No, do you know what it is? I'm not even angry at none of that no more because I've been around these Arsenal fucking idiots for so long now. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's like I'm so used to them and I'm so used to the low bar that they have set because all I ever hear is excuses, right? If you ask a man that's lived in the jungle all his life, what bugs is he scared of? None. If you ask someone that's really around bugs, and when they see a bug, when they see a spider, they run away. Yeah, that's what Arsenal fans are. They're not used to this shit. The last time we was in the trenches was what 205. We're 225 now. You know what I'm saying? 20 years, bro. In 20 years, yeah, my fan base have become simps. Have become, do you know what, yeah? We want results over trophies. And that's what it is, bro. Because like, you know me, bro, yeah? I try to...
Results and stats.
Yeah, and stats. As negative as someone like me and Eli are, we're very partial when it comes to the game because when we've had a great game or a good win, we shy it out. We're like, you know what, yeah, even though we don't trust the thing, for once, my favorite word is for once he's acting like a manager. Yeah. For once he's acting like a big coach. Yeah. But then when we're saying this, we're only critiquing what we're seeing. We haven't, bro. We are the biggest, non-biggest club in the fucking 21st century. Make that make sense. Because around the world, yeah, we're known. But we're only known because of the past. Cool. Henry's, Perez, Bergkamp's, Cashley Cole, Torre, Campbell, Lehman, Seaman, Tony, Grimandi. The list goes on. Yeah? The list goes on. This team here that he's acquired, right, should make people be like and I'm being 100% honest with this. Yeah? For those positive fans out there, right? There is no you better win or get out. There is you must win. No more, nothing. This is what I'm saying. Because someone like me and Eli, we all know where we stand when it comes to Arteta. Yeah? But then the rest of the majority of our fan base are flip-floppers. Yeah? We see AFTV trolling, yeah? Because we got a draw and they play like how Arsenal did. Instead of thinking of like this, yeah? When we played them like that, we had 10 men. We had 10 men. They had 11 men. No one thought about that, did they? But then we've never seen Pep play like this. But we still dropped 2 points. We still play Moreno again in midfield. We still didn't play Eze, our best fit number 10. I don't want to hear that. Like, I was trolling fucking Liverpool for playing Wirtz and for having Wirtz and who was it? Isak on the bench, right? We don't have a number 10 in the team, in the fucking team again, and we played trash again. And these fucking fans want to be happy because we had more possession than Pep, because they think that fucking Arteta outdid Pep. Tell me one time when you saw Pep's team actually be shaky. That goal that Martinelli got here was only because of Eze. That's the only reason why we could score, because of Eze. And my fan base was fucking wanking Liverpool over fucking, oh yeah, but they had 28%. We had like 82%. Fuck off, mate. All of you fuck off. I'm tired of this shit, bro. But lads, I gotta go now. Like, I've got to get up in the next 3 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm gonna be. This ain't gonna stop, bro. This is what I'm saying. But lads,
Big up to you, Dante, every single
Hey,
time.
big up every time, Dante.
Big up to you as well, CP, every single time. Thank you guys for all.
Hey, get you some rest, brother.
Yeah, man.
Big up,
Take
guys.
care. Take care. Big up. But yeah, guys, Arsenal Football Club for you, man. This is Arteta's team for you, man. This is
Oh shit, CP's going through. Big up CP.
yeah, CP as well. Big up CP.
Fuck Chelsea.
Big up CP. Big up CP.
We don't have Mdinero here today, so we will. If you guys want to speak on the Brighton Tottenham,
We can't talk about that Xavi Simmons stinker. Damn. That's
Go
a shame.
on, talk about it. Go on.
Hey man, listen. What did I said to Mdinero about Xavi Simmons? Okay, he's like, listen, he's like Yao Felix in my opinion. But well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You're not
I don't
wrong.
think he'll do well in
If
this
we had
league.
bought Xavi Simmons, like, I know we would have sold him in a year or two.
Yeah, bro, that's who he is.
But anyway,
He's talented. I'm not gonna. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's good, but like he's not gonna be like a game changer in my opinion. What do you think about that, Eli? Because I know you love Xavi Simmons.
Wait, say what now?
Xavi Simmons.
I think he's an all right player. I wasn't one of the people that was like real big on Xavi like that.
Oh, okay. I must have heard that
Yeah.
De Niro was talking lyric. De Niro, like Xavi Simmons had a game, last good game, and he was going crazy about Xavi Simmons. I wish he was here now, but he's not.
Mdinero is on the high of Levy leaving, bro. He's
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
talking about
Yeah.
He wants to bring the sheiks, bro. He wants the Saudi money.
Yeah. He was that. I don't get that.
That's for your people, bro. He wants one of your family members to invest in Spurs.
Get the family in. Yeah.
For real. But yeah, I didn't watch the game. All I know is that they were 2-0 down because I seen Mdinero's message in our group chat. He just posted a picture of the scoreline and they were 2-0 down. But then after that, they obviously made a comeback. I think there was an own goal at the end. Minte scored a good goal. I will say that. I did see the goals, but I didn't really watch the game. And yeah, it's just same old stuff. Spurs, they come back. Cool. They have I'm looking at the fixtures because we're gonna do the fixtures. They have an easy game next, so I think they should probably go back to winning ways. And I think they're like second or third on the table, something like that. Currently, I know it's only been 5 games, but yeah, currently obviously a lot better than what Andrew's doing for their Premier League season. Levy's obviously left too, and Thomas Frank is there right now too. So it's we'll see. Xavi Simmons, I hear you though. He didn't have a good performance. Didn't see much from him at all, to be honest. But cool. We'll move on. Premier League predictions for this upcoming weekend. Shout out to everyone, of course. Big up to Dante, big up to CP, big up to Mdinero, couldn't make it as well. Big up to you guys as well. Make sure you guys do like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you guys do check out Dante's channel. Everyone else's channels are links are in the description as well. We are doing the Premier League predictions. We will start off with our club, Spooks. We are playing the first game of the weekend. It is an early one. Fuck's sake, dude. I have to wake up hella early that day. 4:30 a.m. for my time. Brentford at home to Manchester United. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
1-1.
2-2.
We're not doing the midweek games.
Oh yeah, there are midweek games. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
It's
just because
because
you're
I'm
not
not.
playing.
I'm not playing. That's exactly it. That's literally it. Let's see. It's Carabao Cup, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, first one we actually do have Chelsea. So it's Lincoln City versus Chelsea. Say 3-0 Chelsea.
5-0.
Why is he laughing? Why are you laughing?
Keeping a clean sheet for sure because Sanchez isn't playing.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea.
4-1 Chelsea.
Okay. Let's see which other team has a midweek game. Port Vale versus Arsenal, or Tottenham versus Doncaster. Port Vale versus Arsenal. The 4-0 Arsenal.
3-0.
5-0.
Yeah. Prime, what are you saying?
What game?
Port Vale versus Arsenal.
Emirates.
Nah, Port Vale.
8-0 Arsenal.
Okay. And then Tottenham versus Doncaster. I'll say 3-0 Tottenham. Could care less, honestly, for these games.
3-0.
I will not be
4-1.
watching any of them. Just want everybody to know, I will not be watching any of these games. Prime, what are you saying? Tottenham Doncaster?
2-1 Doncaster.
Mad. Fair enough. Okay. Back to the Premier League games. We did. Oh no, we were at you, Prime. Brentford versus Manchester United.
If we give United the confidence to win back-to-back games, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think we are. We'll draw that game. I might even lose. Who knows?
Nathan Collins is tall enough not to get out jumped by Sesko, and Kelleher is a better goalkeeper than Sanchez. (2-1) Brentford.
Fairs. Chelsea play Brighton at home at Stamford Bridge. I'm gonna go for 2-2.
Same.
Sorry, what is it? Chelsea at home to who?
Brighton.
At the bridge.
Nah, Chelsea would be pissed off. 3-1 Chelsea.
Said 2-2 because Sanchez is back.
Nah. They'll be pissed off. That's a bet.
Oh, that's his
Yeah,
old
so-
club too. You know he's got something for him. You know he's got something for Brighton. This is former employers, man.
What? 3-1?
3-1 Chelsea.
I don't believe it, but yeah, 3-1.
Fairs. Then we have Crystal Palace.
Bro, I'm scarred, bro. Honestly, I'm so scarred.
No, I hear it, bro.
Crystal Palace. I will be Crystal Palace that day. The Palace. They're going up against Liverpool at home. Even though I will be Palace that day, I still think they'd lose. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Liverpool.
No, I actually think Crystal Palace beat Pool. I actually do. I'm say 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Fair enough. I hope that happens.
1-0
Liverpool.
1-0 Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool.
I was gonna say 1-0 Liverpool too. Cool. Next we have Leeds United at home against Bournemouth. You guys already know every single time Leeds play. Fuck Leeds United. 2-0 Bournemouth. 2-0 Bournemouth.
What are the teams?
Leeds versus Bournemouth.
Ooh, Bournemouth 3-1.
2-0 Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth.
Cool. Then we have Manchester City at home to Burnley. I'm gonna say 3-0 Manchester City.
Ooh. We'll say 2-1 Burnley.
7-0 Man City.
Matt.
Ooh.
4-1 Muncie.
4 Muncie. Cool. Then we have Forest at home to Sunderland. I'm gonna say 2-1 Sunderland.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Sunderland.
Yeah, same.
1-1.
1-1. Cool. Then we've got Tottenham Hotspur at home to Wolves. I'm gonna go for 3-1 Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, about the same. 3-1.
3-1 or 2-1. I would take either. Yeah.
2-0. 2-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs.
Cool. Then we've got Villa at home to Fulham. I think this might be it for Unai Emery sooner than later. I'll say 1-0 Fulham.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll say the same.
2-1 Fulham.
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Fulham. Cool. Then we have Newcastle United at home to Arsenal Football Club.
Jesus.
I'm going to go for a 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to go for a 2-2.
Machine Gun Kelly up front.
I think Arsenal will go like
God.
2. I think Arsenal will go 1-0 up, then they will go 2-1 up. Then Newcastle will just equalize.
Wait, who's playing? My fault.
Newcastle at home to Arsenal.
Just because I know Arteta's gonna play the most defensive setup that he possibly can, I'm gonna say 2-2.
It's at St. James's, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to see the most demonic low block.
Or actually 1-0 Arsenal. It's gonna be so janky, bro. So
Arsenal
janky.
won there though. In the past couple of years, they have gotten the results.
That was my.
Gordon back.
Yeah. Who's back?
What's up?
Gordon, is he back?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Yeah.
Gordon's been terrible though. But I hear what you're saying. If he's there, he might cause problems for them.
Because I know Wissa's still injured, but is Gordon back from his red card?
I'm not sure. Yeah, what are you saying?
I'll say 1-0 Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-1
Cool.
Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. All right. And then we have last game, which is on the Monday. Everton at home to West Ham United. Come on, guys. We already know it. There's only one way this game's going. Sorry, Mikes. But 3-0 Everton.
Yeah. Jack Grealish, masterclass, 3-0 Everton.
Where's this game being played?
At Everton. Their new stadium.
They're getting trained. 4-0.
Trained.
2-1 Everton.
Fairs. And that is it, people, for the Premier League predictions for this upcoming weekend. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Great episode number 74 of the Mud Brothers Show, where we talked about all things related to United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham. Big up to Mdinero, who was not able to make it today. Shout out to Don C and CP, who also left early. Big up to my co-panelists every single time as well. Let me see who's live real quick. But before I do check that, you guys have anything you guys want to say? Spoobs, Prime, Eli, before we close out?
Hey, man. This is Amarin. At this time of recording, Maresca in,
I hear it.
Arteta out, all the things, the usual.
Yeah, I hear it. Spoobs?
Now just pick up everyone in the chat. AK's there. Hey, we need to get AK on here so I can toast him about Man City. Come on. We need a Man City representative on here. Because they're shite. But no, just everyone in the chat. Pick up. We appreciate it.
The only
all
Man
of
City
my
rep I
bros.
want on here is Hamza. I'll be real.
Hamza
Vader
on
on
here.
I had
Oh
Vader
man.
on. I had Vader on one before the Derby. Did a show with
Hey,
Vader on.
Vader on a Mob Brutes would be crazy. But yeah, no, just pick up everyone. Mob Brutes, Eli, Prime, Mdinero, CP, everyone. Don't pick up that.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Place in Prime.
Fuck Chelsea, man. Yeah, subscribe to Conversations TV, subscribe to Sarcasm TV and the Clips channel as well. Subscribe to Chic.
Shout out Mike's as well for the raid earlier too. Big up Mike's.
Yeah, big up Mike's for the raid. Actually, Northside is live, so you can raid him.
I was gonna raid Flawless because Flawless is live too.
Okay.
He's doing the
United show
with the Beijing crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, things.
I know there's things you want to say, but like, well, you can say it off camera.
I won't say and put into that. I won't say, but there's things.
Man, Prime is trying so hard to carefully choose his words.
I know. Well, you can say it when we end the stream. Don't worry.
Things I want to say about certain people, and certain players, fan base. But subscribe people and United fans that are happy. This just prolongs your inevitable with Amorim. Because
the dust, unfortunately.
If you even beat Brentford, hey, he might not get sacked this calendar year. So
I know.
Dark. Dark days.
Yeah, why couldn't just let us have a good week?
You think it's bad now? Imagine AFCON with no Ahmad and Buemo Mazwari. Imagine that. Yeah.
I think we said that. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Also, next game against Brentford. Wow. So Bruno and Ugarte. Yeah, you're definitely losing.
Yeah, Ugarte's gonna fucking
Wouldn't surprise me. That's why I said let us enjoy 1 week.
Yeah,
because you'll go back to next
week. Yeah, we're back to the normal shit next week. That's why.
Won't enjoy the win.
No, I enjoyed today's episode.
Hey, no. Hey, y'all can enjoy the win, but we just not gonna let y'all take free shots. Y'all. we go come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all.
Amarin.
No worries. Cook me. You have no idea how I cook United fans.
AK, you can't get on here, bro. Yeah. Get on here, man.
Before we end, right? And you guys in the chat get involved. What is more, because United have finally won again. What is more likely to happen? Amorim, does Amorim win back-to-back games in the Premier League before he gets sacked? Yes or no?
No.
Ooh.
I wouldn't say, yeah, I don't think so.
Because he's not winning against Brentford.
Yeah, because I think him just not winning games will eventually get him sacked. So I don't think he'll do it before he leaves.
Yeah, I don't know. That record is spooky.
Bad, bro.
That record is spooky.
It's worse than Gary Neville. And we slaughtered Gary Neville at Valencia.
First, just curious.
Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to everyone. The stream will be taking you over to Sarcasm City TV, where Flawless is live with the Beijing crew discussing everything United and Liverpool. Make sure you guys go subscribe to all of them, like the video, let them know Sheik has rated the stream. And I will catch you guys all next week, back here next Monday for episode number 75. 75 episodes of the Mud Brothers Show. And we'll be doing match previews, match reactions, all of that on the weekend as well. So big up to everyone. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. As always, Arteta in. Big up.
MRM.